Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the No Consequences podcast. My name is Liz. I will be the host for today. It's gonna be funsies, right? It's gonna be funsies. Now, I'm also being joined by Wiz, Alchem Games,
everybody.
and Cloudy. Alchem went off to get a drink, I think. So.
What? No, I didn't leave. We're doing it live. Yeah.
Go get a drink.
Go get
a drink.
Oh, okay, fine. Fuck it.
Drink, idiot.
Damn it. All right. Sending me away to make fun of me while I'm gone again.
Not.
Listen, chat.
10 out of 10. Amazing.
Okay, so today our first, not our first. Damn, I can't read. Or I can't remember shit off the top of my head. Don't worry. Oh damn. Our category? No. Our topic is on the Virtual Soapbox. Meaning we're gonna be talking about VR and shit. Now, Wiz is going to introduce us with his first topic. I put him first again for some reason. He's gonna be talking about controllers and shit. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you know, here's what I thought. You know, I think it's pretty interesting. So for me personally, I've recently got the Valve Index controllers, and let me tell you, it's quite different. It's quite different. Plenty different in comparison to what's it called? In comparison to the Vive control. I'm sorry.
He doesn't even remember them anymore. That's how bad it is.
But that's basically it. All right, I can't really describe it other than it completely
Vive controllers ain't my best friend anymore.
It just completely overshadows every other controller simply because it has too much that I like. It has analog sticks. It has buttons, tiny little baby touchpad. It can emulate a Vive controller pretty decently, and you got finger tracking, which is pretty useful, all things considered. And because of that, most games work a little different in comparison to how they usually would work in... like, for an example, I don't know how you got... What's going on over there? Do I even want to know?
My phone was on.
Also, you gotta, like... Also... Liz, I know this is gonna sound hard. Wait. For the goddamn it. Are you playing music on the stream?
No.
Yeah, I saw that. Right, now the audio's gonna be all fucked. Oh well, who cares? We'll fix it.
There's just gentle cafe music going on in the background.
It's
gentle cafe music. You have to be in the silence. Sorry,
post.
We'll fix it in
Fix it in post, dude.
I won't be able to fix that in post, but whatever.
Oh, fuck.
That's how that works, right?
That's not how it fucking works. Anyways, going back to the Vive controllers. Let me not Vive controllers. The Valve controllers. The Valve Index controllers is so much better. I can't really describe it other than it's so much better that I'm genuinely wondering what the fuck was the point of ever using the Vive controllers. And I mean, you gotta get a brief understanding. Think about it. The Vives were released in 2016, and even before that, and a little bit after that, we had the evolution with the Oculus controllers, right? And the Oculus controllers had like a bit of like a touch system, you know, to do your, you know, to emulate a touchpad or whatever, but also had analog sticks. So it's like a really good in between. The fucking Index controllers is just an evolution of it, and they have finger tracking, which is completely, in my opinion, absolutely pointless in every single possible way. And yet it's there. It's cool. It's a nice feature. Don't get me wrong. The seeing your like hand, your fingers wiggle, and it's pretty neat. But wiggle. But the overall like the overall build, I would definitely say is for $300 feels a little bit cheap. Not too cheap, but it's just like, man, this feels good in your hands. But the fact that I'm also keeping this on for about 6 to 8 hours, depending on like how long you're playing on VR, it will start to like grind on you, and you know, it just starts to be like, what the hell is this? But
just like my computer.
But overall, Jesus Christ, Les. But basically, my experience with Vive Control with the Valve Index has been very positive. I tried it with plenty of different games, aka just free, basically. I tried it with hot dogs, horseshoes, hand grenades. All of the systems there worked pretty well. Besides, like, because it emulates, you know how like the Vive controller and I'm assuming the Oculus as well has like the grip button, right?
Yeah.
You don't have a grip.
Yeah.
You don't have grips. Don't have
It's like,
existing grips on the Vive on the index controllers. Instead, you grab and then like if it will sense your fingers grabbing the controller, so it does the grip. Those are the grips essentially. That's how it can sense.
What sucks
like you
is that
grabbing
now
something.
Wiz can just flip you off regardless of whether
Yeah,
or
you
not
can-
it's
Oh yeah,
on his tablet or
absolutely.
not.
I will take. I already took way more. I took full advantage of that as soon as I was given my hands. And speaking of that, let me tell you about VRChat integration. It is fucking garbage and also good all at the same exact time. I am genuinely it is genuinely impressive how much they fucked this up, but also didn't fuck it up at the same time. It's amazing. All right, so let me tell you this straight. To do your emotes, you have to do the finger animations like you would with your normal models. So you know how you do your, you know, your rock and roll, your peace sign, your thumbs up, your gun to do whatever, right? That is the only way to do an emote. So imagine trying to be like, I want to say a smile of the person, but it's like a thumbs up emote. You have to do a thumbs up in real life to do the thing. And then you can lock your emote. So the good news is you can lock an emote permanently and keep it as like your main face or whatever until you like turn on like doing emotes again, which is great. But the bad news is it makes combining like with different expressions or in emotes fucking impossible. I shit you not. I used the flamethrower meme. Haha hee hee. I have to do gun with my right hand and then metal with my left hand just to try to burn, like use the flamethrower avatar.
And so you said toggle. You have to like turn on emotes.
Yeah. You have to turn on emotes because
How
by
do you
default
do that?
you click down on the analog stick, and thankfully I'm lucky. What do you mean by that? I was quite fortunate because my analog sticks are not broken. You can click down on them and they click, which is good because because everybody else who had a index controllers, I heard there were problems where when you click down on the analog, it doesn't click.
So,
Series
1 problems.
Probably in the next shipping of it. That's probably why.
It's probably Series 1 problems.
I don't. Yeah, it probably Series 1 problems, but I'm much to my surprise, I didn't get it, and I thought I was gonna get it simply because of the fact that I'm getting like it's like what the third wave, fourth wave almost.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy to think that it's finally I can't believe I got lucky in my personal opinion that I got controllers that work for the most part.
Friendly reminder, chat. We cannot usually respond to you and what you say.
Yeah. But we might
depends
chime
if
in
you're
in the
talking
chat
about
ourselves.
what we're talking about. But right now, Wiz is talking about his subject, which is controllers and the differences between the Valve Index, the Vive, and the Oculus. Even though some of us don't know, I have a Vive, so
I mean,
someone will say something.
On Oculus, that's the thing.
You're the only one on the lamer gamer end.
Hey, I will say that for the Oculus, I still prefer that over the Vive for Beat Saber.
Well, I mean, until you get the Valve Index. Until you get the Valve Index.
Yeah, the flex.
Goddamn it.
I paid 200 and something because it was like $270 when I looked at it.
Again?
It's like $279.
The controllers,
right?
Yeah.
Just the controllers.
Just the controllers itself. It's $279.
Like, did you
Did you steal it? Did you kill someone for it?
No, I don't know about that one. I would like to get the headsets, but the headsets.
I like how you said.
Why would I pay $1,000 for that shit, bro?
You said it's 200. I'm like, did you steal it? No, it'd be free. I'm a fucking moron.
I mean, it basically just be like me getting like just basically, hey, I go get the Vive and then the controllers. That's it.
Yeah. But basically, like so far from my experience with the Index, it's basically just been it's better than everything else. I think the closest equivalent to it would probably be like the Oculus touch controllers, but even better. That's basically it. The controllers are already like for me. I never got to use the Oculus, so I can't really say. But I used mixed reality. I used Vive. And I can tell you, Vive is the worst. Trackpad, everything is the worst thing ever. I don't believe it. I don't believe in the meme. I genuinely don't believe in the meme.
I never liked the trackpad.
You never liked the trackpad, really?
No, I don't like it. I don't like when I'm using it on the Vive. It's fucking
Why?
horrible. It just feels unnatural to me. And also sometimes it's unresponsive. And there are times where I'm using the trackpad. I'm like pointing at something,
and it's not actually.
Yeah, like I have to press sometimes really hard, and then or I have to lift my hand up, lift my finger up, and then do it again.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's not often. It's not often. It's like
a rarity. It's a rarity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my touchpads are completely busted because of how much I use them, basically. So like both touchpads are broken.
Longevity should be something that I would.
No. Like apparently, Vive trackpad is like made out of tissues and dreams. Apparently, like it is gonna break in like you know how long it lasted me? It lasted me until the one until it started to break was.
How hard do you press?
July.
Yeah, how hard do you press on your
gamer hard? He presses gamer hard.
Yes, I press it gamer hard.
Now remember, kids, only real gamers vote.
Jesus.
This fucking meme of yours.
Christ.
Please stop. But
I'm not stopping and promoting voting and believing in the United States. Leave me alone.
No. What if not everyone here is from not everyone listening to the podcast is from the United goddamn States.
That's too bad. They're all gonna be a part of it one day.
Talking about being on the virtual soapbox. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Fucking.
But
anyways,
geez, that's rough. But I can only describe my experience being with the Index is kind of like not only the Oculus Touch but also like the mixed reality. The mixed reality is definitely like kind of like it's like the weirdest in between. It has baby touchpads and an analog stick and a menu.
It makes me question my life choices.
It has both?
Yeah,
I didn't know it had touchpad.
Yeah, it has touch. Yeah.
No, listen, my brother has one.
Mixed reality. Okay,
my brother has one, and I tried it out. I was like, there's a problem apparently with like the controllers not actually linking up to your computer, so the left one doesn't exist.
That's actually
that's the thing. Also, I got some bad news. Anybody who's listening to the podcast right now or watching the live stream, if you use mixed reality, I'm very sorry to tell you this, but your IK or like your tracking is completely DE_ destroyed. I have seen a lot of people completely just start to like move into outer space because they're like for some reason like their headsets aren't being tracked properly because due to a new update in Windows. So so whenever this time, for the August 25th 2019, for anybody listening to this, you got to that equivalent Windows update, sorry, your mixed reality's fucked.
It's funny to me because I'm just imagining my people need me.
No, that's not too far off. One of the people I know uses both. Like we're talking about, they use mixed reality and full body. So seeing them just blow off into space, it's funny. Yeah.
Will this ever be on YouTube?
I mean, I could put it on YouTube.
Someone asked if it was on YouTube.
Yeah, but remember, our original idea was we're just gonna do
SoundCloud.
Yeah, SoundCloud.
We'll audio. Yeah. Because it's mostly audio for the archive for the visual stuff. I'm gonna be downloading it and probably like stacking it on YouTube later on.
Okay.
But
probably after we get the first 10 out, then you just
something like
have
that.
The full set.
Yeah, let's have a set.
Did you have an Oculus before?
I had an Oculus, yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, tell me.
You're rich enough for 2 headsets?
Not really. You realize what I was gifted. No, I was gifted. Look, hey,
you're gifted one? Jeez.
Yeah, I was gifted the Oculus. My parents got it to me, but my dumbass, I'm like, oh shit, I get to be in VR. I get to do all this crazy shit.
Your PC heated.
My PC, my laptop. I was an idiot. I'm like, hey, I'm so happy I got this. I never looked at fucking requirements, and so I basically just put it. I immediately, like a fucking school kid, getting his Christmas wish. His Christmas wish granted, or I just connect it, set it all up, set up the tracker, set up everything, and then it's like, no, your graphics card isn't it. I had.
Funniest part
I
of that is that one time sorry to cut you off, but
no.
that just reminds me of my experience when I first got it. My dad was just like, just try it out on this computer before when you get your new one and shit. And I was like, okay. Then I did it, and I gave my hand a head pat, and he's just fucking burst out laughing. He's like, that's the laggiest head pat I've ever received in my life. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was happy as can be. I'm looking at my graphics card. I'm like, it said 970, so I look at my graphics card. It said 970, and then when it's not working, I'm like, why? And I'm like, the requirements say 970 for PC for desktop. I had 970X, which is for laptop, so that wasn't it. So I was like, fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's definitely not a computer gamer moment.
I could say this as someone on the newer Oculus, on the Rift S.
I was excited, dude. I was just excited. It was one of those moments where I didn't think.
You remember how excited I was when I got on VR?
It's not a moment, it's a constant.
The first time.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, you guys remember that? Like, Alchem, you and Wiz both know that. First time I was on VR.
Yeah.
How excited I was.
Yeah.
Dude,
you were happy as fuck, man. You were just fucking
not lagging too, surprisingly. Yeah, even for like being on the lowest specs possible.
It's still you were happy. I mean, you're still happy. It's just that there are moments where there are certain things that happen where you're just like, oh fuck.
You're like,
like the visor inside, it's sometimes shut off now.
Also, there are moments in VR chat which we'll discuss later. That cause frustration. But we'll talk about those later.
We'll talk about that later, yeah.
Yeah. But still, I'm just Oculus.
It's interesting to see all these different controllers and just to see the index being the way it is.
Yeah, I'll still say. Oh, go ahead, Claudia.
Yeah, I will say though, the Rift S controllers. I'm gonna say this now, dude. Looking at all the other controllers, I would take this over the Vives.
Wow, I mean that's just a given.
Well, honestly, like even Oculus, original Oculus, I still love that far more. And this is from me using both Oculus and Vive controllers. I would still prefer that design of the Oculus far more than the goddamn wands, the stupid wands of the
dildos.
Leave me alone.
I lovingly call them.
Listen. The best part of it is that you can make your controllers fuck each other, and that's a selling point for me.
I don't want to know that.
I will say that. I will say in my boredest moments when I'm really bored and maybe in a conversation.
Listen, he does it too.
You might see my hand suddenly make this weird motion. That's because I'm just basically sticking the bottom part of one of the Vive controllers into the hole of the other.
Too. Listen, I do the same thing.
I mean, on the Rift S you can do it also. To be honest.
When I'm the most bored, if you ever see my hands, so just one hand like they're like kind of like moving up and down. I'm fucking with the controllers at that point.
I am fucking with my controller.
But no, again, like I said, though, Oculus Rift controllers, I would prefer that far in terms of Beat Saber.
In terms of
Beat Saber, because I'm always nervous as fuck.
It feels more like it's a lot.
I hurt my hands on it.
Yeah, if anyone watches me stream Beat Saber with my Vive controllers, every once in a while,
really hard because I don't want it to slip.
Yeah, you'll hear me in Beat Saber. You'll hear, oh shit, my controller slipped.
Yep. That's one of the real main benefits why I love the Index controllers design so much. It's unlike the Oculus, Windows Mixed Reality, pretty much every other controller, it wraps around your knuckles. The reason why this is very important. It's very important. The reason why it's very important is I tested out Beat Saber for Alchem's sake to see how it is. It's basically like holding a saber or holding a sword.
I love it.
You don't need to hold it all the time. You can let it hang onto your hand and just move your hands. It's wrapped around. It's just wrapped around. Ladies and gentlemen.
Dude.
Once you said that, I was sold. I was like, I need it now. Where is it in my life? I don't care. Shut up. Tell them however you think I'm feeling. I was happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's jizzing.
Once he said
that, like that's like literally just the fucking.
One day I will have those.
Especially if it meant like using my actual fingers.
I know. Divine's little joke. Open wallet. Yeah, that's me. Open wallet.
Open wallet right now. Opens wallet right now. I mean, the worst part is I can tell you this right now. It's Even though I'm feeding, and by the way, audience, please don't listen to me. But it's so much worth it. It's so much work.
I'm about to feed into a bad habit of using my goddamn credit card to get
And the thing is, we're a full body user. Just keep that in mind.
Okay, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
Beat Saber. Well, granted, wait, hold on. Once Beat Saber stops,
not just Beat Saber, but like every game. Every game.
Actually, Wiz,
good.
We played Onward today.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's the only. Okay. So here's some plenty negatives I can tell you right now. You're gonna hate your experience with the index. You see, I know that's gonna sound really funny to a lot of us, but you know how you hit your grip button, you toggle to grip something? It's pretty normal, right?
Yeah.
Imagine now holding your controller forever to do anything ever. I have to grip the bottom, I have to physically grip my controller in my hand if I'm grabbing an object, as opposed to just lightly tap and toggle. Yes, I have to hold my grip to hold something. This includes in VRChat.
I thought there was a toggle though.
No, for me, it doesn't. There is no. I have yet to find a toggle system that works with me well enough.
Gripping.
Yeah, grip with gripping. At least in VRChat, there is no grips. And Onward, there is it's proximity based, but it's still kind of weird.
I mean, at least it's a toggle. But I get, I get that. If it's not working,
and that's like one of the problems. And especially it's gonna chafe if your hands are big enough. That's like the other thing that's scary about the index. Maybe if you have big hands, maybe it won't fit. And there's like, I think there's like, give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my controller real fast.
Yeah.
I believe there's like 5 settings. And
wait,
it's pretty big.
I just realized something. Alchem, Liz, especially Wiz. How would it feel if I'm thinking in my head, like, what if I bought the controllers myself?
What for what? What controllers? The Vive?
I think you need to work on your computer first.
Index. From what I understand, the index is compatible with the Oculus. Yeah, from what I understand, they work with the Oculus.
And they also work... I don't know about the older one.
Yeah, with the latest ones, yes.
Well, I have the Rift S, so that
it should work.
Because the tracking is on the top and is like in the front and like the sides.
Yeah, it should work with that.
The headset. Yeah.
Okay.
And from what? Wiz, what's you're the one who has it.
Okay, so the index controller has about 4 settings to like move the wrappings around the knuckles. And I'm noticing some other details. All right, so you know what I said? There isn't a grip. There is a grip on the Valve Index itself. It doesn't click. It's just when you press on it, the vibrator it will vibrate for you.
The vibrator,
it'd be like it will tell you to click. Another thing is the trigger isn't as all right. This is gonna sound kind of sad, but the trigger isn't as good as the Vive ones. I'm sorry.
Really?
Listen to this. This is the index. This is the index.
Oh,
that sounds kind of
and this is the Vives.
Yeah, there you go.
You see what I mean? The trigger is also less pressure sensitive feeling. So when you press on it, you can't feel every little bit on when pressing down the trigger. And with the trigger, it's like a little softer. It feels a little bit like weaker, in my opinion. Like the triggers on the Vive are so good.
Not responsive. Basically, there's not a lot of resistance when you're pressing them.
There is resistance, but it isn't.
But not as much compared to the Vive.
It isn't completely clicky as the Vive. And
okay.
And another thing is, there are, like I said, just on like a little bit more. There's two buttons on it: the A/B buttons and a mini touchpad and an analog. And ironically, dude, I gotta tell you, the analog stick. I do everything in my power to not press down the analog stick because I heard there's so many problems with the first ships. A good friend of mine's had to send their analog stick back, their index controller back because it broke.
Then aren't you on a? If it's if yours is still one of the original first series, then aren't you basically just no offense, but aren't you on a ticking time bomb?
Possibly. Like I said, I might not be in the first. I'm not. Those aren't the first shipments. But I might be. You might. But I might be a serious one. I might.
You might be. So I would say, dude, I'd say go all out, and when it breaks, warranty, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty sure I have it for about a year.
A year,
a couple of years or something like that. Yeah, I have to double check it.
Most manufacturers, it's a full year, but if not, if it's not a year, what the fuck?
Yeah, it'd be pretty. Yeah.
Way to show that you stand by your product if it's not a 1 year, but no, it probably is.
But
most likely.
But yeah, the index, like I said, for those who have the money and for those who want a better VR experience, I will say this right
I'm
now.
the second one.
The Index is very much worth it in terms of the controller. The controller isn't that amazing.
You don't.
But overall, it's definitely better than the Vive. And if you're a Vive user, from the Vive controller to the Index, it's basically better than the Vive controllers. And that's not saying much, but it is that much better than the Vive controllers that it will make you kind of go, how did I ever use the Vive controllers in the first place?
And if you don't care like me, you don't have to listen.
Don't bother. And if
that and also like you still need lighthouses, you still need the Vive headset or the or Vive trackers.
Yeah.
If you need that, and because
my dad
I know
said
people.
that there's like a headset out there that's like wireless, and I'm like, dude, if you're gonna buy it for me, go
That's
ahead.
the quest.
If you're not,
That's the quest.
fuck off with that shit.
By the way, Wiz, I was gonna ask you, would it work with the Oculus for controllers?
I mean, you can jerry rig it. You can jerry rig anything. I know people. Dude, like I said, dude, I know people who are crazy who did mixed reality, full body with Vive wands with.
You can
Odyssey
jerry rig
Plus,
a lot
like
of stuff.
you could jerry rig it.
Like people jerry rig the Kinect to work with Oculus, which I tried. It works. What's it called? What the fuck is that stupid?
I mean,
it works. Asterix.
Somebody taught me how to do full body with the goddamn what's called the Xbox
You have to
Kinect.
say
that's what I was doing.
If you do Asterix, you have to say afterwards.
Yeah, jerry rig Asterix. It won't be as good as you really think. It works, sort of. It doesn't.
It works, but Asterix,
it works.
It's
but
bad.
It's choppy. It's sometimes not responsive. You know how sometimes you see people's like bodies don't respond quickly in VR, or you see mine sometimes on stream where it like yeets somewhere, but that's like every once in a while. You'll be doing that. You will do that occasionally.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna be saving up for the actual headset and the controllers itself. I mean, hey, why not?
I mean, it's a plenty big investment, but definitely for what it is, it's definitely an investment.
Yeah, especially like you said, you're selling me on the controllers already.
And again, those of you listening into the podcast, again, VR is only for those of you who are interested in VR, who are not just one thing. If you're invested, if you actually know you're going to be playing a number of VR games, then consider it. But if VR is not your thing, if you simply
I'm waiting for the market
to
expand.
Yeah, say you're watching.
Everybody's waiting for the market.
VR chat.
Everyone's waiting for the market.
If you're just interested in like a VR chat, maybe a few. Don't touch it yet. Wait till the market expands. Oh my God! Shut up! I would love that.
Wait, what?
JoJo in VR.
Oh.
Just remember, wait, if you guys aren't interested in VR, wait till the market grows, wait till more games come out, wait till there's more quality, and then consider.
Or wait for it to become cheaper and more
make your own
better. It's definitely the hardest thing.
Or make your own VR. Make your own VR.
Make your own. But I was gonna say.
Didn't somebody say that they had one, but in cardboard? Who was that?
That's Cool Nate was talking about what's it called? Nintendo's Switch. The Switch, the Labo has like this weird little thing with VR that works. Technically it is VR, but it's only with Nintendo related stuff.
Yeah, nothing else.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, in terms of like, if you want a quality headset like that, if it's like, hey, you want to do VR now. I mean, like I said, like Wiz said, mixed reality. Mostly.
Okay, yeah. If basically you're short on funds, but have enough to maybe consider VR, but you're not interested in like full body. You're not interested, and precision is not your
you just want to go in right away.
You just want it now. You're like, gotta have it. I want to play game. Yeah, mixed reality.
Yeah, mixed reality. But if you want to take it a step up, then Rift S.
And then wait, save up and get it. Yeah, save up and get it and stuff.
Yeah, and then if you're really into VR, but you're actually desperate and you are thinking of full body because you play VR chat so much or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Then the Vive is your best choice.
Or military
but if you
stuff.
want top gear quality #1,
then Index.
So that's
And if you got cash to spare like that, why not donate to people like me? I'm kidding.
Got him.
Seamless plug.
Shameless plug, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
know,
This is-
Cloudy. How could you make that kind of thing? Thank goodness
Shut up.
I never said names.
Ladies and gentlemen, no
Bastard.
consequences, cast.
No consequences. Yeah.
Except
So-
this
Speaking
time
of
there is
that-
consequences.
Oh,
Somebody probably
God.
recorded that outcome.
Ha ha
Jesus.
ha ha! It doesn't matter. It's a joke. It's like
speaking of
always. It's like what the fuck? Go on.
I was about to say, speaking of VR chat, what about you guys on VR chat? You know, like how's it been for you guys lately?
Don't skip through topics, fuckwad!
Yeah, keep us on track. Liz keeps us on track. Liz, it is your. Speaking,
This is my
since
turn,
we're,
bitch.
Since we're
Oh my god!
again, we're on the topic of VR today. So Liz, fill us in. So those in the podcast who are currently curious and saying, "What the hell is VR?" Enlighten us
Okay,
with the VR history.
Basically, virtual reality or VR is like it's gonna be hard to explain, but that's what it is. It's virtual, but it's reality. So like, it's an experience in which you are basically put into some sort of game or environment, and it looks like so or realistic. It depends, and it feels as if you're there, sort of like you can touch and interact with the area around you, and it will actually move, unlike in video games where you're just sitting stationary. So it allows for a lot more movement. It's like playing the Wii, but on crack. So like...
I like that description.
This is a very good way of teaching me about VR. Thanks, Professor Liz.
You shut up. Shut up and let Liz go.
For real, the first actual VR head-mounted display was created in 1968 by Ivan Sutherland.
1960. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
It was a project he described as the ultimate display. It's connected to a stereoscopic display from a computer program depicting some simple virtual wireframe shapes, which changed perspective as the user moved his or her head. Because these are superimposed on top of a real background, it could also be seen as the birth of augmented reality, or like, we made it. So.
Oh shit. So AR actually existed. God damn,
At
68.
the same exact time?
68.
1968.
I did not know we had that technology back then.
In comparison, it's rather small. But there was something before that called the Sensorama. Sensorama in 1957, which is like looking at Hollywood movies but in like 3D.
Oh, that.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Stereoscopic 3D and all that other junk.
Yeah.
And then
Like, it
after
feels
that,
like, you're
there's
there,
like
whatever.
the super cockpit in the 70s and the 80s. It's just like
the super cockpit.
Yeah, it's
super
for
cockpit.
Oh shit! I need to fucking look up the picture
Hey, some
of that.
video game, some
Y'all
stuff in
looking
arcades
on
still does that.
y'all looking on the stream that you can see this shit.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
cockpit.
But yes. But like I'm saying, a lot of arcades, like some of the older, some of them that have old stuff,
These
still
damn
have
things
that.
look like you're an alien and you have a weird ass head.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, those are interesting to use. I went to a museum one time and they had that. Actually,
it looks like a giant shark head.
It is heavy as fuck. I'll say that.
Heavy as fuck too.
These are obviously used to help with
simulate,
flight
simulate and
sims.
help. Yeah.
All right, so is this what you need to do to become to be able to
back then?
land? You know, like this is
Pretty
how
much.
it is.
Yeah, dude.
We didn't need to waste that field. You just put on this fucking $10,000 million helmet. There you
Remember,
go.
originally helmets, VR helmets, used to simulate stuff for simulations to train stuff.
Yeah.
It
That's
just
what
suddenly
VR
now
wasn't
became
necessarily
more.
for. It was more like exploring the possibility of assisting in. It was more of a tool than anything else back
still
then,
is.
which is
It's
like how
modern
things
internet.
work. Everything is initially a tool, and then it becomes entertainment. That's just this is just one of the examples of that. And then
Natural
next,
progression
in
of technology.
1991, there was Sega VR, which was an attempt to actually release a VR headset.
Yeah.
Yeah, attempt. Yeah, what happened?
It was an attempt, and then something happened.
You want me to look up a picture of it?
Go for it. Yes.
Come on, it can't
I'm
look
looking at
that
it too.
silly.
You can't dangle this in front of, especially if it's Sega.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh,
dear Lord.
Oh, God.
It's a flop. It was the
All
flop,
right.
guys.
So
future is
for
here.
those who are looking on the audio on the audio side of the
This
podcast, let
damn
me
thing
tell you.
looks like a straight up visor from the future with a head
This looks
strap.
like a Judge Dredd looking kind
Yeah,
of thing.
can we get a can we? I don't know what this is.
Oh, it does look like it would be part of Judge Dredd. Just
Yeah, I was gonna say.
fuck?
Is this what Q wore, like where he was on fucking Starship, like on Star Trek?
Dude, it feels like I'm looking at Tron.
Oh
That's
my
what it
God.
looks like.
This looks like something for.
It really does. Like I swear.
But
if
after
I had
that
Judge Dredd's
trash
helmet
heap
and
of
that,
a
it would work.
motherfucking, like, it was hell. It was really bad.
Well,
So,
how bad? I mean,
it was so
it's
bad
worse.
that it would be almost 2 decades until another VR project would come out.
What about Nintendo and their
the virtual
We don't list that shit.
Don't catch me that.
Don't that shit about catch my hands. Fuck off.
I was about to say. Liz is about to
Apparently
say.
something-
counts, you can't just
hey,
skip it.
Guys, something apparently with the Matrix also.
What?
Really?
The what? The Matrix?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Something with the
Oh.
Matrix also.
What? Red pill, blue pill? The fuck? Was it
That
called
shit
the
was
red
more
pill?
on full on
Nah,
body.
it was like just say it was something like because it was on topic with it was on top like basically it was like it showed off a lot of the VR during
Oh.
those movies. Like
And if you're
Oh,
wondering
yeah,
what
yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck we're
VR.
talking about, the virtual boy looks like this.
No!
Oh,
don't bring
God.
up that horror.
Don't bring that horror.
It looks like it looks like a stereoscopic, like I don't know. It just
This
looks
shit
like a
hurts
fucking.
your eyes,
On
brother.
a tripod,
It actually
everything
can
was
give
red.
you eye cancer, guys,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
seizures. Isn't that great?
Look,
Yeah, it
see,
was the
it
worst.
starts. You get your little like
It
pharmacy
even comes in with
pills.
the medication. Oh no.
Google, please let me move it over.
No, and the thing is, hey, Alchem, if somebody like me were to wear that, I'd probably
You probably go
You
blind.
you probably might go blind. Actually, I think
Yeah.
it's like one of the many warnings.
Yeah,
All
well,
right,
they said, no, one of the warnings was can only use for like about half an hour. Like
Yeah.
do not exceed over an hour. That's bad.
Okay, so then in
Well, I'm gonna
2010,
do over an
the
hour.
Oculus Rift
Time to stream
Kickstarter picked
Virtual
up.
Boy.
Actually,
And,
you know,
God.
I'm being wait. That actually, I know this is gonna sound really weird, but you can in fact emulate virtual reality.
Yeah, you can.
With Virtual Reality Boy. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can do you can emulate it properly in with your own headset. I don't know why you would do that, but hey, it's an option.
That's a terrible
So
idea.
yes. So in 2010, an 18-year-old entrepreneur, Palmer Luckey, created the first prototype of the Oculus Rift.
Oh.
It raised $2.4 million on Kickstarter a couple years later before the company was purchased by Facebook for $2 billion in 2014.
Damn. Time to make up some random shit and ask people for money to support it and then sell it to Facebook or something. Excuse me, now I'm gonna go do that right now.
Is that right now? You're becoming a
So
hardware
around
engineer
in
right now.
2017,
Yes.
hundreds
And
of
I base this with
companies
no
work on their
Yeah.
own VR headsets, and these include HTC Vive,
Yeah.
Google, as well as Apple, Amazon, Sony, Samsung, and a lot of other big technology-driven areas. It's just like it's fucking intense.
And all of them, and some of them went up in flames. You know, my
It's
favorite was
stagnating. The thing is,
Is
this
it
whole thing
really
is
stagnating?
Yeah.
Because there's no games that are coming out. Remember, there has to be in order for media.
Oh yeah, software.
You need
sells
the
hardware.
software. Yeah, software sells the hardware, and if there's no good software, the hardware won't sell because there's no reason to buy it. I mean,
So-
Beat
Why do you think the
Saber.
damn Nintendo ES was like? "Ah!"
Beat Saber was one of the big driving forces behind VR.
It's hard to make VR games sometimes
Yeah,
because you have
yeah,
to take into consideration y'all's gotta move. So
Yeah,
like that means a lot more, a fuck ton, a lot like
Yeah.
megatons of glitches will
Yeah.
come up to that because you
Oh,
don't know
oh,
what
yeah.
will happen if the player moves like this, if the player moves like that, if the player decides to fucking do a damn flip with the damn thing on.
Or,
you have
or
to
if the player's a moron and is in like a 4-foot square room and swings their arms around like a madman. I mean, Nintendo put
Your
warning labels on their thing for a
Shut
reason.
up,
Hey,
shut up.
Nintendo put warning labels on their
Shut
thing.
up.
The
Just stop
broken
talking.
TV sets. Remember the broken TV
Yeah.
sets?
Yeah.
But
I'm
yes,
not talking-
actually, there was a game in 1968 for the first like functioning computer-generated VR environment. It was technically a game. It's called The Sword of Damocles.
That's the most
That sounds
raddest fucking
awesome.
name ever, dude. What does
Yeah.
it look like? Can I see?
Like
The Sword of Damocles.
the Sword of
Sword
Damocles.
of Damocles.
Because it was too heavy to be supported by the human neck. So instead it hung above the wearer from a mechanical arm.
Oh, really? What the fuck?
Yeah, let me look it up. Sword
of Damocles VR.
Shit. Oh, whoops.
Oh, I'm seeing video of it. First
Damn
augmented
thing's
reality
fucking
head.
huge, dude.
Oh shit.
Oh god, what is that?
Oh my god. I mean,
Ladies and
really-
gentlemen, imagine trying to ERP with that.
you need like a goddamn pulley system just to hold the headset and make sure. Oh my god, I'm looking at the pictures you just put. I was watching a video showing some guy actually use it. Damn. I mean, it moved fluidly. I was looking at the one near the bottom screen list. That video, there's some guy like moving it around. He has to hold the two little handles on the thing as he turns and everything.
That reminds me of those damn things where it's just like the scanner and they're in a submarine and it's like
Yeah, it does. That's exactly how he looked when he was playing it. He's just holding the thing. It's like a fucking periscope peripherals. The fuck? Oh my god. So it would break your neck just letting it go, or just letting your head hold it.
But the name sounds so.
The name
rad,
sold
though.
me. Yeah. Imagine if
Sword of Damocles.
they remaster that shit. They need to.
Can we get a remaster
now.
of this? Give me a remaster. Come on, Nintendo.
someone needs to come up with
Jesus
this.
Christ.
Revive the market with Sword of Damocles
Wait.
now.
I just realized something too. Hold on.
All right,
wait a
so
minute.
I'm
yeah.
going to talk about the different games that have come out for VR. I
Of
don't
course.
know why,
Well, I mean-
but there's a weird. I don't know if this is the actual list, cause what in the actual fuck is Flying Face, Blinking Flappy Bird? like, oh wait, this is for fucking.
Blinking.
This is
Flappy Bird, huh?
for. Dude, this is for the phone.
Oh, I was about to say
The
geez.
phone VR. I'm pretty sure phone VR.
Oh,
is
AR.
AR,
Phone
VR. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think we skipped over that because phone VR is like the hippest cool thing because of Google
fuck
Cardboard or
no,
whatever.
shut up.
Don't I need my I need my AR/VR.
Slash whatever.
Phone VR, huh?
Phone VR is
Wow.
trash.
Just gonna
I
look up
want
a
it
list
now.
of the 51
Oh, it's
best
something
VR
like the
games.
Google Cardboard.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like you just put your phone in front of your face and then just have something holding it up.
I
mean,
don't
they
wanna look-
work.
I mean, it's
Question-
basically just the Oculus Quest now at this point.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Wow.
Okay.
I would know. I used like fake
I mean-
phone VR back in 2016, and I can tell you, I came a long way.
Sucks. Yeah,
It was
sucks.
it was cool, but it was
But
bad.
it was
But it
very
was
bad.
cool.
It was cool at the time.
The
Now that we look-
pixel quality was like
Uh-huh.
140p.
I need that picture of that guy holding the headset in VR. So whenever I have to talk about VR, that's basically my little background picture.
my immersion.
I'm talking about this.
Like when I'm talking about VR, it's like what
Wait,
is
where's
VR?
that
It just
shit?
has
Let
that
me-
man there. I
Let me
need
see.
that.
What was that movie called?
Oh wait, I should have it say, "Is this VR?"
Is
The
this
meme.
VR, you know?
Someone
Is
needs
this
to like
VR?
Photoshop that shit over the guy's head. Is this VR? Okay,
Dude.
so
Okay.
one of the
Oh god.
one of the more popular games is called Beat Saber. We were talking about that earlier. It's like rhythm games, but you're fucking moving. It's like Just Dance, but on crack. I'm gonna say that
Yeah.
a lot.
Wait,
But-
what? Why are you gonna say that a lot? It's
Why
not
you-
even Just Dance because you're just like swinging
Yeah.
you're swinging your legs.
Yeah,
around
listen,
or
if
whatever.
you're like
Yeah.
fat and like if you're fat and unfit, you're swinging your arms either way, trying to make sure that you're not dying.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
You know,
man.
also, dude, here it is. Dude, this is it. This is perfect. I got
Oh,
it.
yeah. Oh
Alright.
my god.
Oh.
He changed his picture to it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What did you do?
I got it.
Discord, look on Discord.
Can they see that on stream? No, because I have it covered.
No.
Do I?
You have it covered. Just
have it
move your
covered.
page to show us talking in the Discord.
What is that fucking
Oh
stupid
my god.
Discord Plus? What is that?
Yeah, what is
What
that?
Huh?
That is
Liz, what is
your your color for Discord.
Huh?
Yeah,
Is
why'd
it-
you do
Oh,
that?
this is
Discord
Nier
silver,
Automata.
platinum.
Huh?
This is
What?
Nier Automata.
How do you get this?
How'd you do that?
How'd you get a custom?
She
Right now it's
hacked-
not the
she-
time for that.
Oh wow!
Fine.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, fine. Jeez.
Fine, fine, fine.
Anyways,
I'll tell you later.
Back on topic.
Back on topic. You know, VR. I changed my Discord picture to the sword of.
See the one at the bottom left, like the pictures on Liz's screen. The one in the middle. The
That
one in the
one,
middle on the far left. That's Liz's new background.
Yeah.
For those at home, just look it up. Just please look it up. It's God
Apparently,
tier.
Fruit Ninja has VR, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Wait,
Ninja?
Fruit Ninja VR.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
I
that's
just
fun.
played that on my phone. That's it.
Fruit Ninja and VR
Yeah, but
sounds
then you
actually
can
pretty
slice that
interesting.
shit with you.
I mean,
Resident Evil
all you're
on
doing is-
PlayStation is also in VR.
I want Resident Evil. I thought it was on VR for Steam. No, it's not. I'm.
No,
Yeah, I
it's
guess you
on
could maybe
PSVR.
jerry rig it.
There's
Yeah,
also
maybe.
Gorn.
I don't know.
I
Never
love
played.
Gorn. I love playing it with just a bunch of heavy.
It's
Shit.
unfortunate that Robo Recall is on Oculus Rift because one of the
I know,
the
it
damn
seems cool.
listen, the fucking robot guy, the boss, that basically he went corrupt because of memes.
Dude, it
That
seems.
sounds
I mean,
awesome.
I'm actually gonna be trying out Robo Recall soon. By the way.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
There's also Witchblood. Interesting. Star Trek Bridge Crew. I would
Oh,
send
Bridge
my
Crew.
ship into the sun.
That actually sold quite a few headsets. Actually,
Was that big of a game?
It wasn't like
It's
huge,
Star Trek,
but
bro.
it won a bunch of
Dude,
the fans. It won a bunch of diehard Star Trek fans. That's for sure. It really did.
But I'm
So
not,
it did move some.
But I'm
Keep
not a Star Trek
talking
fan.
and
Is it-
nobody
Then
explodes.
it's not your. Then it wouldn't be your thing.
No, but
it
what
did
is
sell.
it? I thought it was like a
You're
movie.
literally just-
What is it? Is
It's
it
No,
literally
you
like-
are in control of the ship, depending
Yeah,
on which
you're
position you're
the
put.
fucking Enterprise?
Yeah,
you're in
boy.
control of the Enterprise, and you can play with a bunch of people too, taking up the other spot.
Can I play this game? This sounds cool.
Yeah, actually, it's a thing. You can actually.
Can we
So it could be the
wait? I
captain.
already bought Onward. Eat my ass.
No.
Now he was man.
No. I just wanted. I need to look at gameplay of it because that sounds kinda
No,
cool.
wait.
Is
So
there
if you're
any more
gonna play
games like
any,
that?
yes, there's one called Pulsar. Let me bring it up.
Pulsar?
Oh,
Okay.
Pulsar.
Oh, is that good?
I haven't been able to play it because like I want to play it with all my friends and shit.
Ah.
So like here's Pulsar. You can do it in VR and in desktop. So it's up to 5 people. Take a unique role and they run a
What?
ship. Yeah.
I didn't know you could play a multiplayer. I need to actually see.
Yeah. I have the game. So does Draco and like 2 other of our friends.
Ah.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I played it once.
Can,
Like
can I be a
there's
can I be a doctor?
I probably let me look at the rules.
You'd kill us. You'd be like, help us, Doctor. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. You look kind of funny, dude. You look kind of funny. I don't like how your face looks.
I like the look of it in VR. I mean, it's a little crude. It looks like an much older game, but
2015. 2015.
but
How does it have VR support, man?
yeah, they had VR support. It looks interesting though. I might. Holy shit! I might actually consider it another time.
I already have it. So
Must save up for. I want to save up for index now. I want to be able to flip people off properly.
Just this is the VR showcase essentially. This is what the audio.
This is the VR
This is the
episode. We're talking
podcast.
about
This is the
VR.
podcast. We love that VR.
So,
We're living in the future,
so let's
baby.
look at
VR
what
Nord.
2019 has to offer for new VR games. So
Look at the.
Nothing.
Astrobot Rescue Mission. That's on PlayStation VR, so that doesn't
What?
matter.
Yeah, console VR is starting to become a thing,
Console
but
VR
consoles are
is-
dying.
I mean,
Who cares?
yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't
the thing-
like isn't
So
like
has
the
any
only
of you
most
ever
relevant
played-
one
have
is
you-
PSVR?
Have y'all
Yeah.
played
Yeah,
Budget
PS
Cuts? Any of you?
The fuck? What the fuck is
Didn't
that?
play. That's like a stealth VR
Wait,
game.
what?
Yeah, you get
Wait,
to
what is
throw
it?
and yeet robots off
Isn't
the
it-
fucking bridge.
Pretty
What?
good apparently, or whatever.
Budget cuts. I gotta check that out.
Oh, here I see it.
Isn't that where? Wait, is that where you're like in a work environment and you're?
You're
It's
attempting to
stealth
escape,
VR.
so you're like throwing shit at robots so that you don't
Yeah.
die, and like you teleport and shit.
And Boneworks is.
I gotta try that one. That actually looked pretty good from what I saw.
But I mean, 2019 question mark.
Yeah.
No release date yet.
It's
Come
still,
on, why are cool games coming out for PlayStation VR? Look at this.
Because they're trying to push
Sony
it.
is trying to push it.
They realize that hey,
But push it for PC too, man. Look at this.
No, the thing is they have a strong hand right now. VR is not getting a lot of attention for PC, so why not? This is the time to push VR on PlayStation on a console. So and a lot of people are still on the fence with VR anyway. So why not tap into the console market, tap into the already loyal members of the PlayStation community, and be like, hey, jump into VR. Look at this cool shit we got.
On space.
You know,
I
I
want to
won't
shoot
lie,
things in
Boneworks-
space.
Hey,
Oh, remember, Liz, because PlayStation is really, really friendly and really
yeah,
working with others. They really want to work with others.
they do.
They are so friendly. They really like to work with Microsoft and Nintendo.
I'm
And
surprised they
will
wanted to work
these
with
things be
Microsoft.
ported if there's
Nah.
enough?
They kind of.
And they like
That's
to,
Sony.
They
Oh,
like to cross-platform with everyone. Everyone.
That's not Sony. That sounds like that's Nintendo.
That's
Nintendo. Nintendo has been.
That's the joke. They don't like to cross-platform. They don't like to work with anyone.
Let us play Microsoft VR, please.
Remember, they had to fight for Fortnite just to become.
Minecraft.
I know they had to. That's the one kicker. I was just like, wow, they had
like
to really.
Fortnite.
Also,
yeah,
if
Fortnite
any
had
of
to
you
fight
did
for
not
it.
know,
I mean, hey,
No
that means we get
Man's
to play
Sky
against Nintendo's Switch
Is in
players.
VR.
is also in VR now.
Yep, the VR update for No Man's Sky, and people are now loving it because they fixed a lot of stuff.
Look,
And
see?
I might actually consider it now. It
Yo,
looks
you could
pretty
straight up
good.
fucking drive your ship.
Yeah, I'll drive it straight into the ground. Wait, if you can, it might be sold.
Look at it.
I want something that can simulate you crashing your plane or anything. I want that.
You are a terrible human being.
Shut up.
Because I know that you're gonna drive your ship straight into my heart, and I
Hi,
mean that
Liz.
literally.
Yeah, be like, hey Liz, hi, and you look straight up, and you're like, oh fuck, Alchem, no. Then next,
That's
is like,
how a lot
"Why,
of this
Alchem?
event. This is how a lot of it goes. No, Alchem, please stop.
Don't burn
no.
the forest. I was like,
What
I'm
the
doing
hell
it.
is Res Infinite? This is actually
Wait.
concerning me.
Oh wait, did you ever find out that I flooded the tree once in Minecraft?
Yes, someone clipped it and sent it to me.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
What the
that.
hell is this?
Rat me out. What the fuck is that? Res Infinite gameplay on PlayStation VR again.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's
Get
also
wrecked,
on.
idiots.
No, it's
Yeah,
also
a
on
lot of-
Vive.
and-
Oh, it's on PC too? Okay.
Yeah, it's on PC.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
also Res. So that game's like forever old, but it's like
Yeah,
pretty
it's
good
forever old.
or whatever.
Space junkies.
I mean, Tetris Effect is on PC, but you know, Epic Games.
Epic Games XD.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think Boneworks is gonna be.
that's the
I'm
thing,
pretty
I
hyped for
wanna
Boneworks,
play
but
it.
it looks like just. It looks like it just looks
Oh,
like
yeah, I
it's
saw
trying to be
this.
Half-Life
This
2.
looks good. Yeah, this looks pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, isn't like Bonework who showed it off the most? I think it was like
What's that? Boneworks.
yeah, Boneworks. Isn't it? Who are the guys in like what's the channel called? Node or something?
Yeah, they did a coverage on it. The company that made it is from Stress Level Zero. They made
Yeah.
Duck
Fuck
Season
that
and
image.
Hover Junkers.
Oh, I forgot.
You mean Duck Season
Duck
VR, right? The angry one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. I need to play that.
Oh God, Johnny, have fun with that. Oh my God, that was
Dude,
it was interesting. I will say
Multiplayer
you that.
VR strategy game.
I actually should go back and try to actually beat it instead of getting the bad ending.
Did you actually get the bad ending?
Yeah, I got the bad
Actually,
ending.
look, guys, look.
I couldn't beat the boss. I couldn't beat the final
Oh
boss.
shit.
Yeah,
Imagine
you-
being
you-
garbage at a video
like-
game.
God, it wasn't responding right
There's
to
a,
this is
a
when I
new
was just starting
VR
out with the boss.
project that will be a lighthearted team-based game.
Oh, lighthearted, how sweet.
This
Can you
came out
kill
in
each other in it?
January 23rd.
Can you kill each other in it?
Very important.
I'm sorry, I'm channeling my inner Night Road here.
It's a third-person RTS that gives each team a princess they must protect by feeding.
RTS.
So she's too large
So it's
to
an
be
RTS.
carried away.
So it's an
This sounds like
RTS.
Fat Princess.
Yeah.
Oh, it is
Fat
a direct reference to
Princess.
Fat Princess.
Wait, what?
It
It
says
is?
that.
Yeah,
it says that, yeah.
it's a
Codename Cake is a direct reference to Fat Princess. Okay.
Okay.
Huh. Interesting.
Wow.
Healthy dose. I mean, I'm curious. I'm really
Westworld
curious.
VR now available on PC
Wait,
VR
what?
headsets.
Oh yeah, it's the new Westworld VR game. You didn't
Oh,
know?
yeah.
It came out not too long ago.
I might need to go get that later.
Alchem's like, oh,
Where is this?
My
I need to see it.
my wallet is dying.
My
wallet
credit
is
card is dying right now. I haven't even.
It's already on my wish list.
I just heard Liz die on the inside.
Even like remember it, but it was already there.
Oh my god! I didn't know it was a thing. Excuse me. I gotta add that to my wish list. I am so glad I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this right now. I'm not the one in charge of the stream right now.
He's just like constantly, oh no, my wallet is dying.
And I'm glad. I'm glad we're doing it this.
Fiercely clicking on like Steam
Buy
and
now.
buy now.
I'm glad we're doing it this format this time without my avatar there. So see that
You're
I'm
just not seeing a little like Alchem, just like yeah.
see my arms like reaching down
Yes,
and grabbing
wallet, yes, my wallet die.
die my credit. What do you mean?
Oh
Oh,
shit.
wait,
yeah,
if
your
I pay.
credit's gonna die.
No,
Jeez.
as long as I pay on time.
I mean, but still,
Shifty
shit, man.
eyes.
Shifty eyes.
Can you even get? Did you even get your index like reserve email?
Oh wait, I actually need to check if I got the. Thank you.
Oh my god.
He probably
check it.
like he probably didn't. He probably got it like weeks ago.
Months
and-
ago, and they're like, well, I guess you don't want it.
Yeah, they're like,
Later,
this idiot.
idiot.
Doesn't, yeah, this idiot doesn't want his fucking
Index.
controllers.
Where was it? I forgot. Your Valve index registration is confirmed. Okay, they haven't contacted me yet. They said September.
Oh,
For me, they said September 30th.
wow.
Yeah.
So basically near October.
What? They never even like told me mine. They just did it one day.
they
It's like
just-
here you go.
When did you reserve yours?
May 20 something.
May. I reserved mine. May.
In July. or
June.
something.
I reserved mine in like around June or July.
Damn.
So.
Probably did, like, early
That's the
July.
fuck up. That's the
Yeah.
fuck up.
Yeah,
That makes
because I
sense,
mean, I wasn't too gung ho just yet at the time, but
Yeah, you weren't, because you were basically like, I'm fine with my controllers now.
I won.
Which is what I am now. I don't understand the hype.
Force you to test them out, damn it.
Whatever. Anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Back to topic.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright,
So-
Alchem, now on to you for steady decline of VR.
Yes, VR.
The steady decline of VR.
As we are currently talking about VR, one of the big driving forces besides Beat Saber, at least at the time when it became a big fad, was VR chat. And lots of people watched those videos that popped up, especially when
That's what
Ugandan
got me
Knuckles became a
interested.
thing. Yeah, the meme potential, the Ugandan Knuckles, and the streamers who were pretty entertaining. They drew a lot of people into VR chat. It gave you this sense that VR chat is an amazing world full of hilarity, lots of genuinely interesting people, and let's not forget memes and Ugandan Knuckles. There was a lot of Ugandan Knuckles at 2019. Ugandan Knuckles is a dead meme. Most of the people who play VR chat frequently hate it. It's actually don't touch it. Don't ever go to those worlds. VR chat itself has become a very secluded world, a secluded place. Most people nowadays only stick around in private worlds, but the reason for that is because public worlds have become a kind of trash fire, which me and Cloudy will go into more detail.
Yes.
My thing about VR chat, it's amazing. I love it. I still will go into it, but not often anymore. Most of the time, if I just want to have conversations with friends, if I meet them in VR, hey, here's my Discord. Hey, let's talk while we play some other games, or let's chat out while we play some other games. I mean, I still chat up with them in VR chat. I still have a good time with them, but I don't always spend
I
a
think
lot of
what
time in
lost
VR.
this kind of shit was the fact that like the people who actually need to optimize the game and like make sure that things are working properly aren't
Things
fucking
are
doing
working.
anything.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a free
well-
game, there's no incentive to really do much.
Yeah, one of the things that started to cause the decline, not only that, is one, the game keeps updating, but every time it updates, there's something wrong. There's always been an issue. It's become the joke for most for people who frequent VR chat. Whenever it's like, oh hey, VR chat got an update. Okay, cool. What's wrong with it now? Because there's always been either an audio issue, or the social menu didn't work, or the social menu didn't work, or it's always been the social menu that always fucks up. Loading worlds.
You know
Wait a
what
minute.
brings...
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
If you're talking about like stuff that broke during the last update, they had to make a live fix because the fucking VR chat menu itself didn't work.
Yes,
That was great. It was such a fucking hilarious
Twitter.
You couldn't even access the menu then?
No, you could, but it just keeps on highlighting yourself, so it's a constant flickering battle.
Yeah,
like
so
which
it's-
one's
oh.
being detected.
Oh
Yeah,
god. That would hurt your eyes.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah. There's another example. But every time there's an update, there was always an issue. And so people keep getting drawn away from this because eventually too many mistakes, too many errors. Why am I going to play this?
It's like No Man's Sky, but like consecutively throughout the thing.
Yeah, and you can and there's always other games you can play. Granted, VRChat is a free-to-play game, so to ask ask for major improvements and stuff from some developer who is doing this of their own free will, you're kind of
it's
asking.
not.
I mean, they are getting some stuff.
No, they're getting a decent chunk change. I mean, like they're being like funded by multiple different companies. Facebook themselves like funded a lot just to get VR chat on the Quest, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Not only that, you need to take into consideration that VR chat is running off of an old version of Unity. It's running off of 2017. Yeah. 2017, crazy.
Speaking of that, the latest update again has kind of thrown.
Yes.
Wait, what happened?
That's another thing. All the updates keep throwing creators. The VR. One of the things that keeps VR chat alive is the constant the constant worlds, the worlds that are unique and that draw people in there. There's always the walking simulator worlds. There's always like the artistic looking worlds with beautiful backgrounds, beautiful scenery. There's been the newest trend, which is climbing worlds. You have horror maps, you have worlds that just basically have board games which you can play with friends, the shooting games, all of these things draw people into it because not everyone wants to just go into a world in front of a mirror and chat. Granted, VR chat is in the name, but
you can do other things while you're chatting. You don't fucking need
exactly. For me, the biggest thing is I'd love to chat with you, but I'd love to chat with you while we're either in a Mario Kart-esque world or fighting each other in a gladiator-style arena. Yeah. Or
I'm beating you over the head with a fucking mallet.
Yeah, or there's a lightsaber duel world that exists. Yeah. There's a boxing world that exists. All these things are fun things you can do in VR, but a lot of people don't visit them frequently because most of them have just decided to go into the box world, which is by far still the #1 popular place to go to.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, for those of you who are not running optimized PCs or, let's say, not for lack of a better term, on a potato PC.
The reason why VR chat is dying because of you, because you don't have a good PC. Fucking upgrade, nerd.
Yeah, basically the ideology is get a better PC. It's always been that. But if you want to play something that runs VR and lets you go around exploring worlds, meeting people, and let you optimize your own avatar to your own liking, it's VR. VR chat. That's one of the more unique things. You can literally make your world the way you want it. You can make your avatar the way you want it. It's all up to your ability as a creator. But again, steady decline because the number of people popping into those worlds, the unique ones, the fun ones, has gone down. Yep. The number of new people coming into VR chat has started to decline as well.
One of the reasons, it's not just optimization, it's the constant things are getting fucking hacked kind of shit. Yeah. Where things are getting yeeted because someone's deciding to be a bitch ass for some reason. And it's just like, I want to fuck with people's playtime, you know? Yeah, I like crashing people accidentally.
Yeah.
Right?
Accidentally.
And that's what me and Claudia will be getting into. Like the one thing that's killing, and that's again the thing that's drawing people away. lack of new worlds, which I still always emphasize. I love the creativity. That's why my streams in VR chat are me. I don't really care about going into hanging out with friends. I know I like to explore the worlds.
Exploring everything.
I like seeing cool worlds.
Fucking like
I'm like
he's
I'm like some kind of VR chat.
I like hanging out with my friends. I don't like hanging out with my friends.
I'm a fucking hermit. I'm a weird hermit.
He's dedicated himself as a hermit.
That's called I don't like meeting new people. Not I don't like hanging out with the friends that already exist.
Then that's why. Then that's why.
And that's what he's basically saying. Yes.
Yeah. I just like, hey, if I happen to meet, just saying right now, if anyone listening to the podcast, if you play VR chat, you suddenly see some stupid doofus-looking guy with a blue coat and a mawal on his head, that's me. If you just see me randomly in a world all on my own exploring, say hi. I will happily greet you and be like, hey, come along. You want to explore this world? And
he says he's a hermit, dumb bitch. That's not what a hermit is.
Look, I'm a hermit. I'm a hermit because I'm a hermit because I just I'm a hermit because I go into worlds that are like not full of people and stuff. But I'm very open to meeting people. Fine, whatever. Okay, I don't know if
he's kind of an on-off.
I'm a hypocrite. I never said I wasn't a hypocrite. I never said I wasn't. But again, the lack of new worlds that are creative is killing me.
Basically, you know, like if I can add on to this.
Yeah, go for it.
People who are just making only mirror worlds.
Yeah, that's where I was about to go to. Like right now, the newest worlds, if you ever go into VR chat and you start exploring new worlds like I have, you start noticing a trend where there's like maybe 3 or 4 really cool new worlds that are awesome and stuff and unique. Like there are still some creators out there like Lakuza.
There's diamonds in the rough.
Yeah, basically. There's Lakuza who still makes incredible worlds. There's Legends. There's Official Saiyan. They all actually work and make incredible worlds. Like Official Saiyan recently made a new horror map. I keep forgetting the one who made not Black Desert. Dark Waters in VR. Yeah,
I think that was.
They made this
I
map
remember
called
that one
Dark
time
Waters.
someone made an attempt to make like a VR MMO quest thing. It was interesting.
Oh, they did, and it looked great.
They did.
It looked really good.
Never heard anything about it.
I don't know if they updated recently or that was it. But I liked it. It was cool. It had an opening. You sat in your cart moved on, and it played the credits. It was really fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And we were playing it. We were killing rats. We were. You slammed it. That was a lot of fun. Hell, there's a world that I went to in VR. No one was in it, and I'm like, what is this? This looks amazing. I am in the cave. I get to the end of the cave. I'm in this small little room with a weird little puzzle in the middle. Once I solve the puzzle, like I get lifted up on an elevator. Music is playing. Lights are showing up. It looks amazing. And then I'm introduced to this gigantic, amazing world, and I'm just blown back by how amazing the scenery. You can even change it from night to day, so you have even different perspective, different lighting, and it looks cool. I've even taken pictures of it and use it as some background sometimes. But a lot of people don't explore those, and so most of the creative side of VR chat is just not really doing much anymore. Yeah, some of them do it and love it.
Some of them are still going only because, well, they got fresh ideas coming in their head.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when creativity sparks, nothing stops you.
Like I said, diamonds in the rough, because nowadays you're just mostly seeing. I mean, don't get me wrong. There is one world I did find that didn't have a mirror. It was just literally you're walking on a bridge.
Yep. Mirror worlds are.
It's not even a mirror. It's just you can walk. It's like a calming kind of world.
Mirror worlds are dime a dozen. The joke for VR chat worlds is, does it have a mirror?
Yeah, pretty much.
And what's the other newest one that started to happen? Chill rooms.
Oh, like sleep worlds.
Sleep worlds. You gotta have that chill world. You have to make sure the lighting is down. Make sure it has a video player. I mean, I understand the draw of chill worlds. I get it, but almost everyone.
For downtime, but like it's just.
I like the personalized ones where it's basically just someone has like a whole bunch of their like friends and pictures and stuff on the walls. Things look really pretty and shit.
Well, yeah, those are because
I like them.
Worlds, but
those are people who like. I love VR. These are my time. Yeah. Like, welcome to my experience in VR. This was my experience.
Hope you.
These are my friends I made. These are the moments nice. I always pop in there and I always look at them. This looks nice. You saw that these people really love the game.
And the thing is, I've had one of those moments where I took a picture of my friends.
Yeah.
Because I was like, hey, fuck it.
But the steady decline continues.
It's continuing.
And one of the bigger reasons also that's starting to happen, well, it's not one of the biggest reasons, but it is one that is kind of affecting it, kind of drawing people away, is the community. It's not like all of it. It's not all of it. I'm saying
it's
this
not all of it.
There are still amazing people, and you'll always find amazing people who are having fun and they just want to enjoy it. But there is a side of it that's very negative.
It's basically like any other community. Let's be honest with that. And like in general, it's basically like any. There is always that one side of the community.
People always starting that drama. Like my boyfriend ERP'd with some bitch half across the world.
Oh my god!
Oh
no! Yeah, it's just. But Cloudy, you're relatively you've been around in VRChat for a bit, so
quite a while now. Yeah, considering.
Yeah. How many hours have you had then?
Clocking in around not even 1,000. I'll be honest.
Okay, so you're still fairly new to it, but at the same time, so you have experience. You have experience with the communities. Basically. You have experience with the things. So, I mean, you share your perspective because you wanted to go on about the community. Oh God, don't even get me started on people threatening and shit in that game. Oh, empty threats.
Empty threats. Anyways, yeah, I like 456 hours to be exact, by the way. Oh. So not even a lot. Not even a lot. That's not. I wouldn't even consider that a lot. I have more in TF2 than VRChat itself. But anyways, I will
slow clap.
Slow clap. Anyways, yeah, basically, I mean, I'm still fairly new. The main reason I even hopped on VRChat to begin with is because of my good old friend Diamond.
Yes. Yes.
He was the main reason. He just asked me one night, "Hey, come hop on this game called VRChat." I mean, I've watched a couple videos on YouTube before, like how you guys were talking about the history, Uganda Knuckles and everything. I actually had talks on console with some friends of mine about this. Like, hey, should I go? Should I stay on here?
Don't be a VR nerd, that kind of stuff.
They literally
What, are you
a
weeb? That's one of my friends.
No, they literally told me, hey, go try it out. Go do what you wanted to do for once. And I'm just like,
oh shit, we wish we never told you.
No, they were they were actually kind of happy I did it.
Oh, good.
So, to reiterate, I'll be honest, first time experiencing it, I mean, hey, just hung out with Diamond mainly, and then met old goofy boy Alchem over there. And I'll kid you not,
regret decisions.
I was mute.
I'm better. I met him in actual.
I was 90% mute that entire night when I was streaming. I will be dead honest, my first experience, because I was just like, man, this is a lot crazier than I thought it'd be.
Quote channel. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you, but there is a quote channel.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're talking
about But I won't lie. Yeah, it was a lot of crazy hectic shit. I was just like,
it all depends on who you're going with. You're talking to.
All right, wait. Let's.
Everything between.
I have a question. It's kind of off topic. Yeah. Should we make a server for this if it gets bigger or some shit?
Yeah. No. Of course.
Why not?
Should we make one now for suggestions? Easier availability.
The email is for people to send us
email for now.
I'd say like we're talking about with the YouTube thing, when we get like 10 videos out there,
then yes. Yeah, but
I will make it. But no worries.
Go for it, Liz. I'm okay. Again, no problems there.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, like I said, beginning I was just like, wow, I don't know anyone but Diamond. I was just like, I only know one person out of the the vast majority of people he has met. And he's like, hey, just come tag along with me and Alchem, we gonna be doing stuff during that night. I'm like, okay, sure, why not? Be mad, lads. I kid you not. I was so confused the entire night. I didn't know what I was doing at all.
Yeah, it's usually get pulled into one thing with one friend. Hey, let's go meet up some. Or you meet them.
I'll be honest, I got completely lost, and I had people come up to me asking me who I was and everything. I'm just
be like, oh, I'm just some dude. Just hey,
some new guy to VRChat.
yeah. If someone comes up to me like that, I'll be like, oh hey, my
And the
son
thing is,
here, yada yada.
This is back when my confidence was at all time low.
Yeah.
This is
I
back when
will
I didn't
say.
talk to a lot of people. So
I will say this, despite everything, VRChat is a very good tool to help people develop their own confidence. Granted, some people develop it a little too strong, but it still helps.
Can I say, citing example A, Wiz?
Liz.
I said Wiz, not me.
I said Liz.
Oh, am I being thrown under the bus? Or what's going on over here?
Nothing, Wiz. We love you.
Yes, of course. Yeah, you guys. Thanks for I really appreciate it.
I
It's
didn't
not like
say anything wrong. But anyways, like I said, back to
VR is fine.
VR is
To begin with, to reiterate, it's fine. It was fine.
I'm gonna cuck you.
The only like Alchem and me were talking about public worlds. They're kind of full of there's that side of basically people who want to crash.
Yeah. Let's short example of There's a bingo list. There's literally a bingo list you can actually make a bingo game of it.
If you wanted to, yeah.
There's the memers who will bombard you with meme avatars, constantly doing something either in your face. There's
I really like the ones that go up close, like on the face, and like it makes something stupid. I like those. They're funny.
Yeah. Okay. But hold on. Besides some of those, there are those that have avatars with particle effects that are very jarring, like multicolored, like seizure, almost seizure-inducing.
And the thing is, I've had a couple experiences with those, and those, it's just like when they get too bad, like extremely bad.
Yeah, they will induce seizures.
It can actually, because there are a lot of examples of people getting that.
Yeah, there is a famous video of a gamer who did that. I'm not going to go into further details, but I'm not going to give you the names. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah,
like that, but
we're just basically saying we're giving you an example. That's it.
They basically purposely induced a seizure on some poor person in VRChat. But yeah, that's an example of the malicious side. There's also people with avatars that use a effect that take over your entire screen. Yes. Your entire screen just shows the image of.
There was one time somebody had the capability of grabbing all the cups in the pug, and it was lagging the shit out of the physics engine.
Oh yeah. There's those that basically can actually grab everything. They grab every single object, and because some worlds have a lot of physics in it, and physics makes your computer, you say no, please stop hurting me. Your computer just lags like crazy.
Sometimes to the point of crashing too.
Yeah, there are particle effects that people are crash guns. Short and simple.
Someone that I knew had one, and like someone accidentally walked into it, and he just fucking laughed, and I was like, well, he did say he had it out, and that you should be careful.
Yeah. Same. I have friends who have like really, really bad crash. Again, not saying names, and I've seen it at work. They literally slow your ass to a crawl if your computer's good. Well, actually, I had a friend who had one that just instantly kills your game. It's just, you're done. Once you get hit by it, you're gone. But people who use those things maliciously, kind of buzzkills. You kind of don't want to play.
It's kind of the whole reason why it's just like, wow, there's really people like this in VR? Like, come on.
No, there's really people like this who exist out there who are just like, I don't want you to have fun, so I'm gonna fucking...
Their fun is ruining
Their fun is ruining somebody else's fun. Yes.
Like, go troll another game that doesn't deserve to exist.
Yeah, please do. Don't go ruining, especially in a game where it's just supposed to be for social interaction.
And
this is supposed to help
the vibe of others too.
Yeah.
It's just like,
and you're destroying the community here because people want more people. People would enjoy having more people join in.
Have more people who...
Imagine if we take off and we have a game, like someone makes a game for us, and it's just no consequences, but in VR, and like it's just basically VRChat but better.
It's like basically, guys, in VR, we want to make friends. We want to actually interact. Don't ruin this by making it.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've had an experience where I had to literally get out of my VR, like throw it, like toss it to the side, because somebody almost literally caused a seizure in my face.
Yeah, that didn't happen just once. That happened twice, didn't it?
3 times.
Oh shit!
I've only had
yeah.
febrile seizures when I was younger, so I've never experienced one. But those things can be intense.
But the weird part is, I'm
Mhm.
not prone to seizures. I only started getting them as of late because
You have a screen in front of your face. Of course, you're more susceptible to seizures now.
I'm more so prone now.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you have a screen in front of your face, it's more likely that you're gonna get. Why do you think people who use VR stay up late? It's the blue lights. The blue lights of your screen help you stay up because it's just stimulating your senses right there.
Yeah.
One other thing.
That's why I have nighttime mode on my computer, so it just makes me tired. I'm like, yo, but it's like 2 o'clock. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Granted, yes, you have like you can block people and stuff, but hey, sometimes you're not fast enough.
No, and even then, sometimes those people retaliate and go like, "Hey, this guy blocked me" or something like that.
Or even worse, like, well, I mean, hey, sometimes you won't tell when someone's fucking with you until they already did it.
Yeah.
Like, Cloudy, you've explained some of your worst case scenarios. Wiz, I haven't heard from you in a while. What is your worst case scenario in terms of like, say, people crashing you or people trying to mess with you in VR?
Sadly, I've never had anything that bad. I usually have avatars have their shaders and everything of their abilities disabled. No one has ever been very malicious enough to really talk down to me or ever did anything bad. Most of my experience in VR chat has always been relatively chill. You get the occasional idiots, but it's never been malicious.
That's what I mean. It's people who do it by accident, Sarah, and I know.
I mean, yeah, there are people who do it by accident. Yeah, I mean, I ran into it back in the older days where people intend, and this was before blocking avatars or safety settings. The reason why this was made was because of these people. But yeah, back in the old days, in the Wild West days, hell, it's still now. It still holds true now. Don't go to Publix often. Don't go to what's it called, the presentation room in Publix. Do not do that. It's bad. That's basically where all the memers and all the people with particle effect avatars will show up. That's where, if you're a streamer, then you already know. Don't go to the pug. Don't go to the public. Don't go to the presentation room, unless you're ready for possibly crashing, possibly being shown avatars that are TOS. I mean, it's the Wild West, Yeah. Yeah, Monka TOS.
Oh gosh.
But there's, like I said, for every good there's bad.
There's always a good side and there's always a really, really bad side.
Yeah, but thankfully it's dying down with the security features that are being implemented now, thanks to the VRChat team.
And they're actually, they actually, at least they gave a fuck that much to actually.
Granted,
it might have done some sort, like it might have been forced and brought upon them from Steam, probably because of the back.
Probably.
Yeah. While the updates kind of break the game sometimes, the updates kind of have some slight hiccups or bugs.
Or they'll straight up just be like, "Hey, yo, we're swapping Unity."
See, the thing is, I had that instance happen during Friday.
Yeah.
A lot. It was a lot of the whole.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
The whole my visor all of a sudden just disconnecting.
I'm curious since we're on. That might have been some. I don't know exactly what happened there, but one thing I'm curious, because I brought it up earlier and we brought up like what got us into VR. I'm curious for the four of us, what exactly drew you into VR? For Cloudy, it was Diamond saying, "Hey, join us in VR." Granted, you saw some videos and stuff too.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess the driving force was Diamond, or who initially kicked it off.
More so Diamond. To be honest.
So you were basically the friend was your driving force.
Yeah.
What about you, Liz?
I had seen some of the videos and I thought that was fun, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." But I didn't have any friends that actually played the game, and I didn't meet any of them. We were all just playing Overwatch, or we were all just playing like other games, like Siege and things like that, and like.
And then you just randomly met people. Hell, I remember we met, like you said. We met with Overwatch.
I met some others and stuff, and like we were just like jokingly like, "Yeah, let's go, let's play some VR and shit." And then I did. I randomly met someone. His name was Tasty Taco, but we met through Overwatch because one of my friends was like, "Yeah, we're playing with him and shit," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So then I played Overwatch with him, and we found out that he played VRChat, so he was like, come play with me, and I was like, okay. So that's what I did. It was nice. So he knew a whole bunch of people like who also did VRChat and things like that. He is like one of the people who just accidentally like a whole bunch of streamers knew him and shit, and like popular model makers, popular like people in VR knew him because of like his personality. He was pretty cool. He probably would be like, I don't, what the fuck are you talking about? But he is a pretty cool dude. He is very funny, and yeah. So like, I met through my friend as well. Like, it was my interest to speak, and I'd played it a couple times before, but I wasn't all that interested in it until like my friends were like, "Yo, let's hang in there."
Nice. Okay. So yeah, again, another friend recommendation. Well, friend, you met one friend who then yeah, friend recommendation. Wiz, what about you? I mean, you're the one who's at this point. You're the one who kind of almost lives in VR.
Being in VR chat for 13 hours, perfectly normal. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I actually got into VR chat by something amazing. It was something amazing. And it was Steam recommendations.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes, I don't have any friends that ever watched any video. It is literally what big game.
Most uncool thing ever said in this podcast.
Tell me something. Tell me something. Did you have VR then?
No, I was on a desktop.
Why? What game were you playing that made VR chat get recommended on Steam?
He was probably playing the VR, not the VR, the anime porno games. Maybe Honey.
Is that it? Is that how I got it?
Origins. The Origins.
Are you admitting you played Honeypot?
Wait. Is VR chat? Is
Are you
VR chat category?
You actually played those games?
Actually, now that I think about what is VR chat?
What's category?
Because I was recommended VR chat.
Like the weird anime model-esque shit in it.
Hold on.
I gotta see. Anime.
Oh,
okay.
There
we go.
We gotta remember, Wiz plays games sometimes in Japanese.
Yep, memes. Yep.
Yeah, free to play memes anime. Like and I was just like, oh, it's free to play. Oh, it has like memes and anime, and I was reading like people like.
Now I can understand why some people get drawn into it.
And I was just like, oh, okay, this seems cool. I guess I'll check it out. Yeah, sure, whatever. And then the way I kind of I played it on desktop way back in 2017, late 2017. Mm-hmm. I didn't get into the game officially until 2018 when I got a headset. But even before that, I was on a desktop quite often, to the point where I say I had probably my first couple 100 hours in VRC through desktop.
Same.
Yep. And I kind of, it makes me wonder. It's just like, you guys are like, oh, my friends are pulling me in. I was just like, I don't know. Steam recommended me this one day, and I was just like, yeah, this seems kind of cool, I guess.
You kind of have the same background I did, where with like you kind of just, except I. And what got you to get the headset then?
The headset. Oh, it was hot dogs, horseshoes, hand grenades. I was like, oh yeah, dude, I love gun ranges. Oh man, this is cool. Oh dude, Pavlov, Counter-Strike in VR. This is all cool. This is all cool. I like that. That cool. That real cool. Except
now what do you do?
Except all I do now is play VR chat, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Because if we're talking about numbers, because even though I need to remind you, I have been playing VR consistently.
Yeah.
Since around December-ish, ever since I got my Vive, because I originally had the Odyssey, not the Odyssey, the Lenovo Explorer, which is a good headset. I would recommend it. But I have a just 1,150 hours, and just let me check my concurrent for the past 2 weeks. I only spend on average 173 hours in the past 2 weeks.
You're a disappointment to society.
You're gonna be more disappointed in me.
That's total of all the games I play, guys. Come on, that isn't just VR chat. Probably at most it's 80 hours. Never mind.
Yeah. So my history. God, I shouldn't even. Because everyone here has already played their cards. Now it's my turn. So what drew me in was, of course, I fell in fad. I saw these streams, I saw these videos on YouTube. Hell, the Ugandan Knuckles pretty much was one of the things that like got me really into watching these things. The videos at first, then
Someone
I watched
called me their
streamers.
queen. A whole bunch of them were following me around.
That's a dead meme.
I don't. Yeah, that's. I was one of them. I joined when I came into VRChat on desktop. The first thing I started to do was like, "Oh man, Ugandan Knuckles! That looks funny as fuck. I want to be one too. I want to go the queen, the queen." I
never did that. Holy shit!
I actually
something meme that I've never done.
Either.
My most triumphant yet / most pathetic moment was when I went into a world, joined in the Ugandan Knuckles world, became a blue Ugandan Knuckles, first I led a bunch of blue Ugandans. Then I had this avatar, this one priest, blue priest avatar from Ragnarok Online. And I was nervous as fuck to do anything then, so I didn't even talk. I basically kind of led an army of blue Ugandans uprise against the red Ugandans.
Sounds like an Alchem thing to do.
They all rallied around me, and we all attacked the blue Ugandans. Everyone just most of these are because they're Ugandans. No one has VR, and that was like the early fad days. So everyone was just in desktop. Yeah. You just see a bunch of fucking Ugandans just jumping around, going as they're fucking. That was funny as fuck. I was dying on my PC watching my laptop watching this shit unfold. I was having that was one of the funnest nights. But before, what drew me into that was, of course, the streamers, the funny streamers. Like I was watching, what's her name? Nuts. I watched Nuts. I actually liked her. I saw her with Chips, but I really didn't care for Chips. I forget his name, the one who was around Nuts too. I forget the really loud one. I forget his fucking name. But him, I actually got to meet him too. He's the same person as he is in every situation. Fucking loud mouth and everything.
Damn.
But he's a funny guy. I just keep forgetting his name. It's a shame I don't remember. But I was a degenerate then. I still am, but just more so. Like, say if I were to show my actions then, I would be instantly banned on Twitch. I can't. The words that spewed from my mouth, the shit I said with my friends, and the dumb stuff I did with them, instantly banned. Let's just say Pointy Ghost avatar was something that happened a lot with me and my friends because my friends are fucking morons.
You were part of the KKK?
I wasn't part of them. One of my friends was. I just stood there in my desktop avatar, standing like a fucking moron, going, Jesus fucking Christ, these are my friends.
A whole bunch of my friends that were German went around in the penguin avatars, like from Club Penguin.
From Club Penguin?
And they had like Nazi head.
Oh my god!
They had like Nazi hats on them, and they all of them were German. So they were all screaming in German.
I mean, I joined in with one of those circles that just talked in mirror worlds, and all we did was shit talk about. We just complained about our daily lives and shit talked everyone. And I started to realize there's like cliques, there's circles, there's fucking apparently VRChat has a lot of little underground gangs or groups, and it's just like you gotta be like, oh, you gotta be careful not to be on a hit list or a VR hit list where they'll crash gun you. And I just got tired of all that shit. Eventually, I met people who convinced me to get VR, like a couple of people who danced around at night in like some of the dance worlds, which I had a lot of fun with. And eventually, I just decided, you know what, I'll go all in. Well, this was like when I middle of already starting to stream, but streaming and VR are two different things. But eventually, I got VR. I was gifted my VR. Sad news is my laptop didn't work, so I had to save up and get a desktop. But other story another time. Let me just go into the really sad thing. Wiz, I'll put you to shame here. VRChat hours. No. VRChat hours. Yeah. As of now, 2,056 hours.
Those are rookie numbers.
But fuck you. I mean, I know there are people with like 5,000 and But hey,
I know those guys are the real gods of gaming, dude. I met a guy not too long ago who has 4,000 hours. You know.
What about
what a god.
12K?
12. Oh, I know someone who.
Is that real? How is that even possible?
That's like original. That's original. That's like early bit like early days of VR chat. Yep. Like they are in it for the long haul. They are not leaving VR chat.
Yeah.
They're the coolest of the cool.
They are beyond us. They are the gods.
Look at the stream.
And yeah. But hey, I broke 2K in VR chat. Hooray!
Liz.
Let me see.
I run the show.
Look at Liz. She runs the show. No one else.
No one else is there.
Thanks, Furry. Can you fly? Did you not Photoshop us in at least? Did you have Photoshop us in at least?
I mean, could you put our
awkwardly shove in there?
Shitty little pictures of us?
Yeah, dude, like, right?
Yeah. But no. Hey, this is for those of you who are unaware. We're doing this little thing where every week one of us is doing the podcast. One of us is hosting the podcast, not only as a host, but actually it's going to be running on them. So they are in charge of what shows in the background, what pictures they like to use. So it's going to be different each time. And as you can see, currently Liz is in charge. Could you tell? Could you tell?
Could you tell? Those who are in the live stream.
Current in the live stream, but those of you those of you currently listening to the podcast, the image that we're using for the stream is oh my god, Liz, you have another one.
There's two.
It's
it's like inserting. There's two of them now. God damn it.
Oh, okay, cool.
There's three.
But as I'm
doesn't have freckles, but that doesn't matter.
As I'm explaining,
wait, it does matter.
The image, the image here is the desks. It's like our envisioned little talk show desk, and in the middle is Liz sitting there with her tongue hanging out. On the far right corner of the desk is Liz again, just looking straight at the camera or where the camera would be. And at the front of the table, there's like an image of Liz too.
Yeah, just Liz, guys.
I wonder who's in charge. I'm joking.
It's not like I wanted to do you guys, but not that way. But I'm busy.
Wait, you're the one who made it like that. I wasn't even.
I wouldn't even think about it like that. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna comment on the phrasing. Not at all.
Yeah.
But
I don't know with you guys. Y'all are really strange.
Wow. But that's just a commentary for you guys watching the podcast or listening into the podcast.
Can't watch a podcast.
And that's why I corrected myself.
Audio only, remember.
And anyways, but yeah, VR chat, amazing place, incredible worlds, a lot of creativity, but it's just been recently.
There are multiple.
It's a great place, but it's a bit like a trash fire.
It's actually updated.
As of late, a lot of the negatives.
A lot of negatives are starting to affect. Like VR chat, it's incredible if you like to explore worlds, especially if you find some of the older worlds that exist. There are so many beautiful worlds I would love to constantly go to. Hell, if it were me, I would just lie around in a world and just enjoy the scenery. There are incredible game worlds that have really great mechanics. Hell, oh my god, the climbing worlds. I mean, they'll kill your arms, but I still love them. Like Cloudy, Liz, you guys remember the all of you guys remember the Colossus, the Shadow of the Colossus-esque world?
Yep.
By the way, fuck you, Wiz, for beating me.
Damn.
What?
I mean, he called you a phony too.
Fuck you.
You're phony.
Phony. Fuck you. We should have won that. That was still a lot of fun.
I had to reset the entire thing. I hope you know, like you should have been able to beat me.
I was busy fixing cameras to get better angles because I recorded that shit. I recorded that for myself. Dude, I was living Shadow of the Colossus. I was living it. Yeah. Like people in my stream were like, "Hey, wait, can you tell me when you're doing that next time? I get motion sickness." I was like, "Oh, whoops." I was having way too much fun.
You're done goofed. I
was having fun.
The rest, it's only Liz on the stage.
But There's worlds like that are incredible. The horror worlds, the worlds that have a lot of jump scare or really good story worlds. Like I keep saying, Official Saiyan is a name I keep dropping because, again, that's a creator who needs attention, and I don't want him to get discouraged because once you lose the creative side, well, short and simple from what I think, once the creative side of VRChat is gone, the world makers, the model makers, any of the people who make VRChat actually interesting, once they're gone, the streamers will die out because there's nothing to do there, which unfortunately is starting to happen. You're starting to see that.
It's starting to have a decay.
If you frequent Twitch, if you frequent VRChat streamers, you're starting to notice they don't stream VRChat often. I kind of am one of them because I used to stream VRChat often, but I just sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But it's because, in my perspective, there's just not that many worlds to explore anymore. I can always hang out with my friends in VR. I always enjoy that. But I can also hang out with them while playing Overwatch, Risk of Rain, whatever. But a lot of the other streamers as well, they're kind of jumping ship. They're leaving VRChat. There's not that much to do anymore in terms of just exploring worlds. And again, a lot of these streamers just go and just hang out in the mirror world anyway. So
yeah,
what can you do?
Even then, a majority just they kind of want to do their own thing at this
Yeah.
point.
But like I said, once you start losing the streamer aspect, there's not that much. There's not a light to be shined on VRChat anymore. It's not going to draw new people in, and eventually,
it's gonna.
The numbers start dwindling. More people start realizing, hey, most of my are gone. What can I do here? It's kind of getting boring. It's kind of getting lonely. Yeah. You can always make new friends. But excuse me, I should have muted when I did that. My apologies.
I know, I like your cute sneezes.
Shut up.
Kawaii baby.
Oh my God, shut up. But that's why I still like to shine a light on. Once those are gone, the community dies, and I hopefully that's not the case. I always look at it at the worst case scenario, but I expect the worst, hope for the best.
Or something new will come out and it'll be better than that, and you can just do that instead.
If they still let me make avatars, I don't care.
Yeah.
I still hope for the best for VRChat. I can see why people are leaving. I can see why people are pulling away from it. But at the same time, I always get blown away by some of the creativity I see.
Yeah.
Like, who do you guys remember Finding Teddies?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that shit? That was actually fun. It actually got fun. It got me to jump a lot. It was, I mean, granted, there are some parts that didn't work, but then again, you're limited by what you can do.
I had room space on, so that means everything was slightly broken, and it made me fucking laugh because instead of being scared, I'm pretty sure it's on the stream. I hope you can like clip me looking at that shit, because that was just fucking hilarious. She would come up to me. Attempt to grab my neck, but it's like I fucking Kapuya kicked her across the room, so she just fucking fell backwards, and you'd hear the fall noise. It was hilarious. Like I was like, wait, seriously, this is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Liz destroying VRChat one day at a time.
Not destroying VRChat, kicking the shit out of people who kill people.
Hey, you're not wrong. Oh, hey,
what the hell?
Still, I enjoy VRChat at the core. All of us here at the podcast do. Yeah. We're all just hoping for the best. We know it. We love it. We know the bad parts. We know the good parts. Hell, Wiz can now flip people off.
Yep.
The index controllers 279.
Fuck you. I'll get that eventually. I really want it.
Same here. I'll be joining you guys.
That's concerning. You just said we know the good parts of it. We know the best parts. That's the only parts.
The bad parts.
Okay, we know
like
the bad
best parts. Like the best parts. Yeah, my favorite part is going to the pug and then getting like shit posted to hell.
Yeah. Oh my God. Great. The
pug going to the pug and being mistaken for a man.
Remember the pug. The pug is also a beautiful place to meet a bunch of new people, and yeah. Can you hear my enthusiasm?
I've met people there.
You can, but a lot of the times you're gonna get like
I'm very lucky.
audio.
Blasted. Yeah.
like incredibly lucky.
Yeah, I mean, I've had amazing interaction with people, incredible avatars that do effects and music playing and everything. I've gotten into bar fights in the pub, which is it looks funny in VR, but when you imagine it in life, you are literally just pretending like you're throwing shit and yelling at nothing. But that's what VR is. Still, fun moments. And oh my god, by the end of this night, I'm going to see if I can buy my index.
Oh,
the man has fell for the meme. Yes,
I hate you so much.
Fell for the meme.
Honestly,
please don't put yourselves in debt.
Please don't do that. Don't actually be irresponsible.
Please be responsible with your money.
Please be responsible.
Yes, please.
That's like that's the impossible for Malcolm apparently. Except if he's buying something for himself that like he really needs. It's just something that he wants.
It's just
buy yourself a headset.
I mean, granted, I'm gonna be the idiot that actually buys the $4,000 version. So.
You're buying the headset too, so
yeah, that's why.
I wouldn't.
Well, that's only
have
because my PC will be upgraded by that time too. So.
Gotcha. This man.
I mean, even though it says right here, system requirements are 970 plus.
He will be VR.
Wait, it only requires a 970.
Yeah, 970 is a minimum, which to my dismay, I thought 970 on laptop worked. No, 970X is what they label 9.
But for this.
That's because
for desktop
take less computing power.
I know. I just didn't realize at the time that
depending
X
on whether
it's a
variation. Gaming PC or not.
Yeah, I didn't realize that 970X was a different variant for laptops. I
have a 9600K.
Wait, can I actually run? Hold on, I want to see if I can actually run the index. I can run the index. Nani?
Yeah.
Just because you can does not mean that you're gonna have a good time.
I mean,
he's gonna flip everyone off, but it'll be the most like shaky,
it looks like he's literally like not having a seizure, but like just like he's got, what is it called?
I mean,
the one disease that old people get where they shake a lot.
Wow.
Oh, Parkinson's.
Yeah, he's got Parkinson's.
But
yeah,
actually,
I get that all the time.
I was gonna say, Cloudy, you know how you make that noise scared sometimes, the one I keep making fun of you for? That's basically what that's what your index.
No. Instead of that, it would sound like. Give me a second. Oh wait, fuck! I know. I hopefully it won't make this sound for you guys when I do it on Discord because the button's not working for me. Give me a second.
It would sound like out your gorilla whistle.
It's gonna sound like it.
It's gonna sound like that.
Oh my god, this is what we get when we have no consequence.
Yeah,
ladies
no
and
consequences, by the way. No consequences.
Oh boy.
Also, as a side note, 69.
16. Oh my god. Now, Wiz, anything you'd like to add? Anything? You're listening to us, and you're probably like shaking your head like these.
He's probably
idiots.
like, these fucking idiots.
Man, these fucking idiots. I swear to God.
Oh my god.
There's really nothing for me to really add. You guys pretty much hit on what?
No opinion of your own. Nothing like different or.
I mean, most of my opinions can be really just summed up as it's a social platform. It's a video game, and it's
chat
just
will be
about having
resurrected
fun.
because of JoJo.
Of course. Is that Cars? There's 32 cars in space.
I want.
The Pillarman is coming. The Pillarman.
Oh my god.
Come to me, Wamu.
JoJo podcast what? JoJo podcast.
It would only be us two talking.
No. Let me finish watching JoJo, and I will
finish watching.
That will take forever. I haven't even watched JoJo. I've gotten this far, brother.
I almost caught up.
I don't care. I will let me marathon it. I will marathon it, and yes,
marathon it too.
See that?
I would say marathon it together, but I would just be screaming the whole time, so it's probably not a good idea.
I mean, I'm like I said, I'm on part 2. I'm gonna marathon it. Like,
I'm getting close to where you guys are at. That's pretty much it.
Oh my.
Chat, I know we're not supposed to interact, but I'm wondering.
Yeah, but
should I give Alchem an Adam's apple or not? Will he be mad at me if I don't? Will he be
Yes,
okay?
I would. What the fuck? Why are you trying to? I already have. Listen, I already have people who've drawn me as a girl. I don't need that no more. Please.
I mean, he's been drawn as a bunny too.
Been drawn as a bunny. What the fuck is with everyone drawing me as different things? Can you? I have a normal model.
I mean,
Because you
here's your meme,
react
Malcolm.
badly.
Yeah, well, your meme is you're a rabbit, so.
I look like my model does down below. If you're watching stream, that's how I look. That's how my avatar is. Please don't manipulate that. Please be gentle.
Bully him.
Do it.
Wow.
Bully this
Thanks.
man.
Bully
Thanks.
him. But I'm a small
Malcolm's
mouse.
secretly
what they
a
gonna do with a small
masochist.
mouse? Punch me?
Wow. Sure. Thanks.
He
But,
sounds so engaged and happy.
Anyways.
That's it. I gotta talk to my friend and make your avatar.
Make my avatar
This man
what?
is gonna be ruined.
Make your avatar look bad.
I already have a female one anyway, so get fucked.
You don't like it though. You don't like it though.
I don't like it, but I already have one. What's the point of making another one?
Actually, he finished up. He got to a certain point. It's not done, but he got to a certain point. I think you'll like what he's done. So, though I need to let him know that the opening for the heart is actually an open cut, and it's not a drawing. It's not like a heart.
It's a titty window sweater, brother.
Yeah. That's what I'm about to tell him. I was about to tell him
It's
an
a
actual
fucking
opening
titty
on the shirt.
window.
Yeah.
Bitch, those things attractive.
But on a guy.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Pictorials are still tits.
Granted, I'll give you that.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll give you that. But another. We're on still talking about VR, guys. Here's an example: the incredible. What am I trying to? Creativity you can have with your avatar, and one of the other aspects that I keep forgetting is
That or
the
if you're an
creativity side.
asshole and you just decide, yeah, I'm gonna like steal models and just say they're mine.
I will say okay. Model making is another chat.
Yeah.
Let's say there's people who've made incredible streams creating models, making models for people, commission work. Yeah, there are some. The more amazing people are the ones who make it from scratch, and I mean, I'm learning from them watching them. Like, especially the ones who are engaging with chat and actually tell you, say you something, ask them, what are you doing here? How do you do this? And they say, I do blank.
Stop everything and
teach you. Those are nice.
A little bit. Yeah.
There are those bigger streamers who I've seen. They're really big, but when I watch them make the avatars, they literally just grabbed something from DeviantArt and then just attach a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Just recolor it, retexture it.
And the thing is, I've told Alchem what really caught me on the whole like, hey, I want to do model making too. I actually want to sit down and learn legitimately. I've told Alchem this.
Yeah.
And hence why I'm working to do so. Do that.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm tempted to make a stream where I'm making I'm not making a model. I'm never calling myself a. The most creative thing I do is I grab parts, I connect it, I Frankenstein it. I mean, look, that's the nicest way of saying I'm grabbing stuff from other models and putting it on my own. That's what a lot of people do.
Legos.
Yeah. The friendly term is Frankensteining, but really, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You're just grabbing parts from other models and putting it onto your thing.
Yeah.
But the thing I will say I do is I create animations. I make my avatar move. I make my things do really funny shit. One of my funniest ones that I made a while back, which I honestly need to bring back, is where I did the meme, the shooting star meme. Where when I needed to exit out of a room, I was like, oh shit, your blank went flying into the air. I'll get it. My avatar just starts spinning around in the goddamn circle, flying into the air while Shooting Star starts playing.
My people need me.
And yeah, pretty much. And particle effects are appearing like stars, and you hear them. Oh shit, my dog grabbed something. One second. Oh, what are you eating?
There he goes, ladies and gentlemen. There we go.
Later, hey, could someone please edit like just Alchem's fucking spinning around in a circle, and then like a dog is like going across the screen and shit, and he's just going after the dog.
I had that as my model and my avatar. You just saw it it just curled up, starts spinning, and you hear
probably asking a lot out of our editor for when we actually put this on YouTube.
And it was a lot of fun.
I want it to happen.
And it was a lot of fun, and people got to know me because I made that. and I went into detail with it. But Unity's recent update kind of discouraged me from doing that because a lot of my old models died, and I've been too lazy to get back into it. But I might go back to make more.
It's basically like, you know. It's
I
like,
was trying to yawn, but it came out like that.
It's basically.
It came out like when you cry or something.
Outcome. You need motivation.
Yeah.
Motivation. That's what it is.
Your motivation.
It's basically like
get
slam
motivated.
people.
My motivation is just having fun with you guys at this point.
Yeah, and
My
even then, I
motivation.
mean, hey, you can do that. Well,
I've been having way more fun just
I know,
playing.
but like I said, you could keep like, you know, it's like doing art. It's like doing art. Same aspects.
Yeah.
I
You're
draw
right.
for other people because I find their reactions fantabulous.
Yeah, you should be
Cue
expecting
Exhibit A.
happy Yeah, you should be having happy reactions. No, when
Honestly, considering moving this so that Alcom's actually sitting up on the ceiling instead of in the chair.
That's what it gets, to be honest.
Same meme. Is that the running gag?
That's what I'll start if I'm in charge next. But I think I'm gonna do the same format where we all
Thing
are
is,
separate pages.
but y'all all have this access to this scene, so just in case you just want to change it up,
When I
just
don't-
like,
yeah, when
I
I
like
don't
the
need
fact
anything.
we're all sitting in all these chairs and shit.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, the creative side, the model makers, they're.
And the thing is, like I said, I can
Liz,
actually add on.
why don't you draw my little hair that sticks up, my little cowlick?
Very important. Very important.
It's the cowlick.
It's like he's the main character of a Danganronpa. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong.
Give me a
Wow,
second.
wait, hold on. Why am I? Wow, you're just gonna the death flag? I suddenly have the death flag now. Thanks. What is that? What the fuck is that? I am gay. Aha. I'm happy. I'm gonna go old school definition. Yes, I'm happy.
Fine.
But
yeah,
yeah,
regardless. Yeah.
the creative side is amazing.
Creative
and
side it's nuts. It's nuts, actually.
There are the bad side. Oh
There
my
is
god.
a bad side too. Also, and I will add on to what Alchem's saying. I've actually met a couple of model makers that, you know, have shown me their work. And
Oh, thanks,
get out of
Liz.
that
You
one.
Thanks, creative. Why can't you make me say I am the strong or something?
I am strong. No, but
And I've also
like I
heard of a
said.
lot of the creativity, like Cloudy. I don't know if you've heard, but there are in VR, like for the creative side where people like get robbed. People just get literally robbed. Either the artist like doesn't make the work and it takes them forever. Like I have a friend who, again, no names, but apparently the person who made their model took months, almost a year.
Jeez. Really?
Why am I fucking yaoi? Why am I the fucking yaoi?
I am the fucking yaoi.
God damn it, Liz. What the fuck?
Y'all are gonna be confused if you're just listening, but
Yeah, and Liz is drawing. Liz is making
It's
a show later, but as she's drawing, she's putting a little bubble above my head that's saying, "I am the yaoi."
Yeah,
I am the fucking yaoi.
But yeah,
But
I am the fucking strong.
I still love that. I am the
Such a fucking good panel. Such a fucking good panel. I will never
What a
forget it. It's
beautiful
so good.
duong.
Oh my god.
I love that.
No, like I said, yeah, Alcon. There's you know, I got good examples. Like, you know, like you were saying,
Wait.
basically, people, world makers, avatar makers, you know, the list goes on.
World makers, avatar makers. There are good. There are bad. Even
There's good and bad, regardless.
even in the model making. Oh my god, you're getting it.
Oh
You're
no! Oh no! Wait, I just wanted to
Is
look
this-
at the image, please.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. Oh my god! Look at all these. What the?
I know
what
you're
the
probably.
fuck?
Hey, it doesn't say that you can't see it. I'm just saying these are really bad.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, Liz.
Anyways,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix that spaghetti.
There are the horror stories.
Yeah. Wait, what?
There are the horror stories. Hell, there are the artists, or there are the creators who don't make, or the creators who literally just grab shit
There it
and add
is.
maybe.
And basically, like I said, Lego.
Yeah, they Lego pieces, and they overcharge for something.
I am.
They overcharge for something that could literally take or anyone who has like half making is like less than a day, and overcharge like crazy. There are those who just basically grab a model. Yeah, they just grab a model from a website, say, here you go, and be like, ta-da, my work.
Yeah.
There's also not only the creator side, but it also goes to the people who are buying, who basically buy, say, I don't like, despite the model maker saying, okay, we're at the point of return. You can't get your money back here because I've already worked like a goddamn week or something. I've dedicated
like a while, dedicated some amount of time.
Josuke.
Oh my god! Save it for the JoJo podcast.
Save it for the JoJo podcast.
I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure Wiz is like holding back, wanting to say a bunch
He's
of stuff.
holding back so much.
My fucking memery. I'm a shit post crusader. I am a shit post crusader.
I have cancer.
Oh,
oh no!
Let us catch up, and then we'll do a podcast of JoJo.
Please, I am the fucking straw.
I want to be able to like talk on your level, knowing exactly the reference and everything else.
Seriously.
You have cussed at my daughter, bitch. So are you? So you are even. Why don't you just walk away?
I won't lie, but yeah. Besides all that, it's just like the good and bad. The good and bad.
Yeah, the VR chat isn't, like I said, short and simple, cool place.
Yeah.
Wild West, pretty much.
Yeah, Wild West. It's like, and the people always get the bad impression that a lot of the people that play VR chat are always bad people.
No. That's the outside looking in, yeah. But those of you who actually decide, hey, I want to go into VR chat,
look at it regardless.
Yeah. Pretty much 7 times out of 10, you will have an incredible, or good at least.
Yeah.
There's that like.
There's a very few. There are very few of the whole like.
No.
It's
just that people. It's just that people tend to highlight the bad and not really pay attention to the good.
I'm looking at that later because
apparently
Jolene drank some poison. I gotta look at that.
All right then. So let me see. I think pretty much I've gone over my VR chat. Why I believe it's declining, but I still have high hopes for it because one, I still visit it. I still like to go in there.
Petition to change the stand name translation for Sticky Fingers from Zipperman to Zippy Fingers.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
For the JoJo cast. For the JoJo
cast. You realize for the JoJo cast, we'll post a bunch of stuff in the background.
For the JoJo cast, I'm drawing all of us as JoJos. You can't stop it.
Please do. God. Can we all be doing weird stances?
Can we fucking call it Jesus Christ, guys?
Yeah. I believe how long.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Sorry, we got distracted.
Yeah. It's all right. Again, no consequences.
No consequences.
Yes. So
no consequences.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe what is our running time at this point? Thank you, Liz. Who's in
Liz?
Oh, it's been wow. We've actually been at a solid 2.
Really? I know. I can hear you. I'm just looking.
Wow.
Now then, with that, I believe we've gone over our topics today, which were the controllers of controller VR.
Oh yes, the joys of being the rich in VR. I mean, enjoying the Valve Index controller.
Boy, I'm going to slap you.
We're gonna slap you.
I'm going to get the Index and first flip you off and then smack you.
No, Alchem, we're gonna firmly grasp.
Firmly grasp.
Excuse me, what are you gonna firmly grasp?
My index fingers. Oh my god!
Damn it!
Just stop. But
some people are watching us be complete idiots.
Hey, well,
that's fine.
This is what I always thought our podcast was, just us talking about random stuff and being complete idiots.
Shit. Yeah.
But
we just out here.
Our topics today, for those of you who are just joining in, we have recently started a podcast where we all decided we'll just talk about random stuff as we just bring up subjects and give our opinions. Our first podcast was actually last week, where we talked about the
corporate trash fire.
Yes, corporate trash. Thank you, Liz, by the way, for organizing and putting it right there. Yes. Where our first topic was Apex Legends, the Iron Crown event, and how much of a shit show that was. Then with the Need for Speed Heat, and just more Apex Legends and microtransactions. Basically, microtransactions was one of the
microtransactions in general too.
Yeah, then we talked about Epic Games and their store and what a shit show that is still up to, till now.
Yeah.
Who the hell is
Just give us our
Plans when
games
it comes
back,
out.
assholes.
I want
Give us our
please,
games, damn it.
please let go of
Tetris
Borderlands.
Effect. You need to fucking, if you want to play Tetris Effect in VR, you still need Steam to run Steam VR. It's fucking, yeah, it's great. I know. It's great.
And then we talked about Liz and Activate. I mean, Liz talked.
Why am I the topic now?
Sorry, then we talked about Blizz. I'm sorry, so I said I was looking at Blizzard and
yeah, you just
right there. I was like, I kind of mixed it both.
And if y'all are new and you wonder why I'm so mean to them, they're mean to me.
Oh yes, we are. Yes, I'm very mean. I'm the meanest of them all.
Wow.
Cloudy's fine. I just rip on Cloudy sometimes, just sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes in quotation.
How come I get ripped on the most? I'm always ripped on.
You threatened to set my Minecraft house on fire, and you also fucking waterlogged it and almost destroyed my farm.
I did not set it on fire. I flooded it. Different thing.
You threatened to set it on fire.
He did. All I did was spawn a panda in his room. That's all I did.
Fuck you, by the way.
What? It's a panda.
That is like the lowest blow you can ever do to someone else, and you decide that it's the worst
Here's
defense.
a peace offering, you fuck.
Yeah, responsibility. Granted, I know it's Minecraft. I don't really have to care for it.
Yeah,
I still like that you. I still like that you speared your sheep.
Dude, I'll be honest. I randomly threw it.
Yeah, and it killed. As soon as you chucked it, I stepped back to dodge it, and then I hear something get hit and die. I'm like, the last thing I remember standing there was your sheep, and I'm like, you killed your sheep.
I was like, wait, what?
I was like, wait, what?
Fuck.
I didn't need to find him.
No, Jeb underscore.
And today's, and just a recap of today, we were talking about the Vive controller and the Vive controller, the Oculus, and the Index, and Wiz was drooling on about how the Index is better.
He was basically fanboying.
Yes.
He does that regardless of what he talks about.
Liz gave us all a look into VR history and the amazing first VR headset, which you could not actually hold on your head.
It was funny. It's funny because Wiz has his profile picture as that now.
I know.
Which I love.
I love it.
I love it. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing.
I'm just like,
I want it.
Wiz,
it's like basically like fly
like
me to the moon so I can play among the stars and use my VR headset that I can't hold up.
And me and Cloudy gave you a brief description of how VRChat may be dying, but we still give you, and also how the and also, well, I gave you the info.
Subscribe for $5 today, and you'll get your new VRChat free.
And how? Oh my God! I was explaining how VRChat is slowly on the decline, but I also highlighted the parts that are good and why I still think it's still an amazing place to visit. And Cloudy gave you a little glimpse of the community of VRChat and what you can expect, both good and the bad. So, at this point, yes, I'm just recapping and hope you guys enjoy the streams as we do them on a basis, usually either Saturday or Sunday. Other than that, anyone here wish to add on to this?
No.
Okay, so this has been whoops, that was almost a cutesy voice. Never again. All right.
Do it.
No. Okay. This has been the No Consequences podcast with Liz, Alchem Games, Wiz, or G_Wiz, G_Wiz at twitch.com, and then ZR Cloudy, or just Cloudy. We just call him Cloudy.
All of us individually, we stream ourselves, which if you scroll, and those podcasts, you will not see this, but those of you watching the live stream.
Today we're going to thank everybody who has followed us thus far.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Thank you, Shadow X Wolf 209, Night Fang, K9 Gaming, Alives, W, Rider V Games, Blank Kalotaikos, Mama Dragon, Spartan Neko, Art by Koro, Julie Draws Art, DJ Garcia 119, Road Warrior 10, Picarette, Nick 1514, Nar C, CPU Sublime Heart, Azazel End, Dragon,
We have to
1993.
thank all these people.
Taste the rainbow. The
This
Peepster.
is so fucking long.
Faceless reenactor.
We're
The
catching up
Headhunters,
from last stream.
123.
We're catching up from last time.
GG
Oh my god,
Duh.
if you need me,
Zivcon.
I'm gonna be over here.
Otaku God.
I'm just gonna...
Who's done? I mean, who's done?
Atoka? Okay. Mr. Cardboard,
God,
73.
Yeah.
Divine VR. Why is this in here? Seishin Fox, True Evil, Dream Kitty 26, Toku VR, Grim VR, Paladin GX, Perfect Dark, Mehere, if that's how you say it, Booty Master, Ryutara, yeah, A Kind of
Ryutira.
Fire, White Wolf 1198, Jibtron, and Ari Bass Drop.
Thank
You
you
guys
all
are great.
Thank you all for deciding to join us. With you, holy shit, we're at 44. What the fuck?
Oh fuck! And also Tape Deck and Diamond Z Dog.
Ah, my god. Thank you guys for deciding to follow us. I hope you guys enjoy any of the podcasts. Again, this is no consequences. We'll just talk about any random subject we would like, putting our 2 cents in, even if I don't have any 2 cents. We'll just all have fun and hope you guys enjoy. Again, those of you who will be enjoying the podcast, this will be uploaded onto SoundCloud. Eventually, once we start doing more podcasts, we will have a YouTube channel where we will post the videos of these, where you can see all the nonsense recorded. And other than that, Liz, like I told you, we will eventually make a Discord channel for this, but I think we'll take the same approach. Once we make the YouTube channel, we'll do the Discord. We'll make the Discord.
Oh no, I'm making the Discord today, bro.
All right,
It'll just be
all
open
right,
afterwards.
All right, fine. Yeah, we'll make the Discord, and then it'll be public. And after, like I said, we should just take it slow after 10 streams. What was I gonna say other than that?
There we go.
Oh, yes. Those of you who are interested and like to toss us any ideas or anything you talk about, we do have an email. If you scroll down, those of you watching the Twitch channel, actually, if you would like to
scroll
provide
down
us with...
and you can see it. It's
Yes.
called noconsequencespodcast@gmail.com. Please send us your suggestions for topics or anything like that. Maybe you even just want to say that we're doing a good job. That's always a fun
Yes.
thing to hear. So, like,
Yes, it is.
even then, if you have fan art or anything, that's also a good place to send it, even though we probably wouldn't have fan art. This is the second podcast, but that's just in general, you know?
Slow down, Liz.
Gotta go fast!
You're in the fucking future.
You're
I
in the
am in
fast
the
lane,
future.
Liz. She is the fucking future.
Listen to me.
The future is
The future is now, man!
Oh, man. Oh my god. This is what we do. This is what I have to deal with.
this is
These
what
are my
we do.
friends, and this is no consequence.
Hey,
Other than that, anyone else want to sign us off, or do I have to sign us off?
I'm the one who has to end stream, bro.
If we sign us off, I'll end it in the traditional Liz way,
Ah.
because you are the host. Okay.
Oh.
Well, goodbye, everyone. I love you. Mwah.
That was the gayest shit I've ever seen.
That's
You
your
You gotta do it
ending.
with more
That's pretty good.
finesse.
Fine, then you do it. Well, you're the host this time. Go for it.
Hey everyone, I love you. Thank you for watching. We really do appreciate it. Now, have a good night. Mwah!
Yeah, but they're listening to it.
Aw.
They're not watching it.
That's too bad.
Fucking Christ.
Also listening at the same time. You can't just use 2 words. Oh, fuck off. Anyway, bye everyone.
Anyway, bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Bye.